All right, looks like we're live. So yeah, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to episode 125 of Let's Chat Live. So hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having an amazing weekend, and I'm here now, and you can tune in to watch me. So and I got some sweets here to have as well while doing my stream. So yeah, it's gonna be a nice chat, isn't it? So let's use my voice chat, shall we? So waiting for me is Shadow and Blaze. Let's go and say hello to them, shall we? Hey guys. Hey guys. How's it going?
Going pretty well.
Hey, Luke.
Yo, Blaze, what's up?
Okay, so for starters, just gonna have to say the Vermont is coming in a little bit late because he's spending time with a friend of his.
Okay, that's fine.
And Ozzy doesn't want to join at all because he's in a bad mood.
Oh
He
dear.
told me.
Sorry to hear that.
But he didn't want me to say why he's in a bad mood.
That's fine. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, I hope so too.
George's here. Hello, Joseph. So yeah. So how have you guys' weeks been since we last streamed?
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Pretty busy so far.
Busy. I see. And yeah, right now here it's actually getting pretty hot now. So yeah, it looks like summer's pretty much here now, isn't it? Goodness me.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I personally find heat quite painful, guys. To be honest, I prefer coldest by far. Just give me winter already.
Yeah, speaking of which, something weird happened on the 31st of May.
Oh yeah, what happened?
It started snowing.
Really? In May? Goodness me. On the last day of the month and all.
But don't worry, it's all gone now.
That's good. I find it weird though how the weather just decided to go snowy on the last day of May. Like, wow. Bonsoir, Venom Comics.
Like, I thought it was weird too. Like that.
That's really weird, yeah. I think once in like 2016, I think it was for me, it snowed during like the start of May once. I had to have a day off school because of it.
Oh.
It was very unexpected.
Oh yeah, good news. Keisha Biker will be joining us on the 10th.
That's great, yeah. I'll be looking forward to speaking to him, yeah, when he's available, of course.
Yep. I'm also waiting for Richard to reply.
Yeah, well, that's up to Richard when he wants to join, of course. He's probably really busy with something.
Yeah, same with Jim Cummings because he's in an interview, I think, as well.
Yeah, Blaze, you said him and Tom Kenny were doing an interview, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And so I guess that's to be expected when you're a voice actor. You got to be busy. So Blaze, have you completed the read up, or are you still needing to do stuff with episode 8?
It's finished. I forgot the outro, but that's okay.
Okay. Well, I think we should probably wait till Ozzy comes to us to talk before we watch it. Same with Alexander as well, because we can't watch it without him and Alexander.
No, we cannot.
Yeah, because those two deserve to watch it, of course.
They do.
Yeah. So, and also, did you guys see as well, Empire Productions' recent post? Apparently, he's going to be in a horror movie, so that's going to be very exciting, isn't it?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. Yeah, I'm sure he might probably contact me at one point, to talk to me about it on one of the streams, hopefully, so that'll be awesome.
What if he does it today?
Who knows? Maybe he will. I mean, that depends on how busy he is as well, of course. So yeah, hope he's doing well.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, Jay's a legend.
Always will be.
Yeah, never gonna change. So, and also with regards to gaming, I finally managed to start my replay, if you will, because I played it before, of Saints Row 4 on PS4.
Ooh.
And if I am to be completely honest, guys, I prefer the PS4 version or the Xbox One version because the controller light changes colour when you start the game, it changes to purple.
I didn't even
Oh.
notice that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I actually try this out now.
Yeah, and Blaze, I can confirm that it's only purple. It doesn't appear to change other colours when you switch powers. It's all purple when you aim on the main menu.
Let me try this out, actually.
Yeah,
And,
I actually really do love that feature of the PS4. How the the lights change. Yeah, I
And,
really
I
love
played-
that. I really love that.
And I played some more Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh,
So
nice.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, I tried to look for that today at the stores, but I couldn't find it, sadly. They only had it on, the next generation consoles, Series X and PS5. Unfortunately, I don't have either of those consoles. And I wanted to get a PlayStation version because it has exclusive content, doesn't it? Like you told me, Shadow, doesn't it?
Mm.
So I want to get that version. I mean, I don't know what the Xbox version has to make it a contender to get, but whenever I want to play like a multi-console game, I like to do it on PS4 because PS4 might have some features not on Xbox, of course. Like I mentioned, the light changing colour on the controller, for example. And if
Oh,
one's,
yeah, I just noticed it.
yeah, it's very into play. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I have my light bar on dim because it uses less battery, though.
Mm.
I like this.
Oh, and I also think I found Hagrid's hut in the game.
Oh, nice. Does Hagrid actually appear,
Yeah.
Shadow?
Yeah, just look for yourself, aren't you? And also found the Easter egg, the I think honored Doug Coltrane.
Oh, wow. That's amazing, Matt. Well, if that was there to pay respect to him, then the team behind the game have earned more respect for paying the respects to Robbie Coltrane. Yeah, that's amazing, Matt.
Oh, wait, in that photo that Jay posted, is actually him on the photo?
I don't know who it's supposed to be, actually. I mean, the head shape doesn't look like his. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm sure he'll give me details if he contacts me about it.
Yeah, it looks like he's covered in a bag.
Well, I'm not sure if it's him or not, Blaze. So we'll have to find out who it actually is. It's probably maybe like a model or something who's doing it. It might not be him,
Yeah.
or maybe it's one of his cast members. I have no idea. Yeah, you're playing Halo Infinite, are you, Rex? Nice one. It's a decent game in my opinion, but personally, I think Halo was at its best in its first 4 main games, in my opinion. That's what I'll say. And speaking of Halo, I started to watch the TV show of it that came out this year. Last year on Paramount Plus, and unfortunately, I have pretty mixed thoughts so far on it. Really, there's some good things in it, but some things I think are pretty bad, to be honest. And I'm hoping it's gonna get better, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of things about the show, which is not good.
Yeah.
And I also know of the ending. So
You know about the ending, do you, Shadow? Oh, okay. And without spoiling it for me, Shadow, were you happy about it or were you disappointed?
I was actually angry.
Angry? Oh, God, let's see how I react to it. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll go in with an open mind and judge it for myself, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Oh, yeah, Luke, do you want to see the title for the next week, though?
Yeah, sure. Send me it.
Alright, let me send it to you.
You even show us garbage, do you, Rex? Oh, dear. I've only seen the first 5 episodes so far of it, so yeah. I'm going to watch number 2 tomorrow because they're like nearly an hour long, guys, so I need about 2 hours of my free time to watch TV these days, so yeah.
There's another thing I know about the show is that it's not even about Master Chief either. It's just about some girl no one cares about.
It is, yeah. It's someone called Quan, and to be honest, she's actually very annoying, and she feels like a rip-off of Grogu a little bit, only except she's unlikable, and she's a human. That's actually pretty funny, Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I think the thunder is really good in chat, Luke, as well.
I mean, when I first saw the announcement that Master Chief wasn't even going to be a main character in his own show, I was already done.
So Shadow, tell me this then. Does it mean that you don't want to watch the show?
I don't.
Well, I think that's probably the best idea for you. I'd recommend just to play the games when you get an Xbox One.
And I also watch Geeks and Gamers videos on it too, so...
So you know what happens, do you?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I know the ending.
And also, guys, I have seen Az's review for the first episode of it, and he didn't want to watch any more after it. And you know what? I can't really say I blame him, to be honest, because he's not missing anything good after it. Because, in my opinion, after the first episode, the next 3 episodes of it are actually pretty boring. Barely anything happens in them. It even feels like Halo. And the first episode literally feels like a rip-off of The Mandalorian a lot, because it involves a main character who's masked and is known for not wanting to take off his helmet, looking after someone, just like Mando looks after Grogu. The only difference is that the character is called Quan is a human, and she's very annoying and underdeveloped. Jay was right about her. And also, with regards to Master Chief taking off his helmet, I was not happy about it because he doesn't do it in the games. And I feel like by taking off his helmet, it destroys the mystery of his character. And you know what's worse, Shadow, is in the second episode, he spends pretty much a whole episode without his helmet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like Judge Dredd 995 all over again. So yeah, big mistake, really.
And also another thing I heard was that the producers, of course, refused to play the games.
Well, that's stupid. They should have played them. I mean, if I was a showrunner for my show based on a game, I'd probably ask them to play the games first or watch the cutscenes on YouTube to understand the games. Like, I think this is probably another example of where adaptation has failed because it's run by people who don't even like the franchise or care for it, you know? It's like that, isn't it?
Yeah. But on a more positive note, though, Across the Spider-Verse was freaking awesome.
I know, right? Yeah, I saw it yesterday. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. I'm not going to spoil it on the stream, guys, so please don't ask me about it. All I can say is I loved it, and you should go and see it.
Yeah, please do. You won't regret it.
Yeah. Oh, Susie's in the bed right now, guys. She might probably want to say hello. I think she is. Susie! Oh, she's so cute. Susie! Oh, she's really cute. What do you want to do, Susie? Oh. So, after Halo War, guys, I'll be watching another Paramount Plus show that had a lot more positive reviews than Halo did, and that's Tulsa King with starring Sylvester Stallone. Because I heard that show had lots of good reviews. Especially as well, Gary from, Nerdrotic, he praised it and he recommended it to me as well. So yeah, I'll take his word for it. Susie.
Now I've seen the clip of the show when Sylvester completed Destroys Woke.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone earned a lot of respect for me when he slammed it, and I'm gonna watch it, in support of him.
And also that clip of Sylvester completely destroying the pronoun BS, that was funny.
Yeah, it was funny and satisfying, and all his pronoun stuff doesn't make any sense, does it?
I mean, it was completely made up.
I mean, I think it's stupid. I mean, who names themselves they and all that? It doesn't make any sense. They, them. It's just stupid, isn't it? And can you guys believe there's actually like a thriller movie starring Kevin Bacon called They, Them?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm not kidding, guys. There's actually a film called They, Them.
Yeah, and nobody liked it. Not even the Vultures liked it either.
Yeah, I mean, I know it had a bad reception, especially from Az, because he reviewed it with Nina Infinity. They reviewed it together, and they both hated it. So yeah. And I watched their review; it was hilarious. Better than a movie, I can probably imagine already.
I can only imagine the movie was torture.
I have no doubt about that, Darth Prime. Let's not talk about MCU, though. Let's not talk about that crap. MCU's dead to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, screw it all away. It's actually felt refreshing as well, guys, to watch a non-MCU Marvel film, which was good as well for once. Because obviously, as you know, guys, I hated Morbius. So yeah, it felt good to finally watch a Marvel film that was good for once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's actually a lot of fun as well getting to watch like animated stuff from DC and Marvel, because sometimes I think it excels better than live action stuff. usually.
Yeah, I agree.
And I mean, take a look at, of course, me watching Batman animated series. It's my favorite animated series of all time, my favorite show of all time in general. So that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But Dort's asking, how are you doing, Shadow and Blaze? He's asking how you both doing.
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much.
Yeah. If you guys wondering where Ozzy and Mund are, the Mund is with a friend, isn't he, Shadow? And Ozzy's unfortunately in a bad mood, so yeah, hope he's okay.
Yeah, I really hope he's okay as well.
Yeah, I'm actually quite worried now. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't want to say. Yeah, also didn't want to say why he's in a bad mood.
Mm.
Because he wanted to keep that personal.
That's fine, yeah. He has no problem. I just hope he's okay.
Yeah.
But if he does come on, then he'll of course say it himself.
Well, that's up to him,
Well-
isn't it? Of course, if he does want to come on.
Yeah, looks like Oppo is not on as well.
Maybe he's busy too, I guess. That's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah. And right now, guys, after I, of course, finished the Gears of War franchise, as I talked on today's post, I then played Quantum Break and finished that last week. Then I played the open world game called Sunset Overdrive, which I think is an example of an underrated gem for a game.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think it's real underrated. It's made by Insomniac Games too, like before they did Spider-Man. So yeah, and you can tell it's going to be a great game. And it was definitely a lot of fun to play too. And yeah. And then, guys, today I started another Xbox exclusive called Rise: Son of Rome.
That's a really underrated game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's underrated too. I'm actually surprised that not a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah, alright.
And I think for 2013, launch game for Xbox One, I think it holds up well, doesn't it? I mean, Blaze, was it released in 2013?
Yeah, it came out with the Xbox.
Yeah, and I think it holds up really well. It's very impressive just remarkable how well it holds up for a game that's 10 years old. Amazing.
According to people, it's an early Xbox Series X game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually surprised that it didn't get remastered for Series X. Same with Quantum Break as well.
Yeah, Rise came out November 2013.
Yeah, I'm actually very surprised it didn't get a remaster, especially because it helped kick off the Xbox One launch.
Alright. It's
Yeah.
also made by the Crysis people.
Is it?
Crytek.
Hmm,
Yeah, Crytek.
Nice. Well, I can see why it's good then. You okay, Susie?
Quantum Break.
Yeah, and Quantum Break, I think, also deserves a remaster as well.
Indeed.
I mean, in my opinion, that's an example of a game that's ahead of its time.
And oh yeah, Dead Rising 3 came out at the same time as well.
Yeah, it did.
November 22nd,
I think that was also a
2013.
launch as well.
Yeah, it was a launch as well.
Yeah, Dead Rising 3 is the only one in the series to be on Xbox One, isn't it, Blaze? For some reason, isn't it?
Yeah.
The others are multi-gen, aren't they? Multi-console,
Yeah.
aren't they?
PlayStation 4 launch. I want to see what game launched on the PS4.
And also, Blaze, you know the first two Dead Rising games, which were on PS4. Would you say those remasters work well on it?
Yeah.
That's good. And
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Knack, Killzone Shadowfall, Assassin's Creed 4.
Killzone Shadowfall.
Contrast.
Shadowfall is a PS4 exclusive, Blaze.
Yeah, I mean PS4 launch titles.
Yeah, that one, in my opinion, holds up well as well. That game.
Oh, Contrast. Have you played that, Luke?
No, I haven't.
I'm playing it.
It's like a puzzle game mixed with shadows. Like you use the shadows for your advantage.
Well, to be honest, Blaze, I mostly prefer like action games. To be honest.
Yeah.
That's my kind of game. Like action sandbox, that kind of thing, really. There's a question from people about Blaze asking, have you seen a funny video called MK9 Shang Tsung Sucks? What? I don't think I've seen that.
What? I might have to check that out actually.
I mean, is it a video making fun of Shang Tsung in that game or something? I mean, I don't know why, because I love Shang Tsung in MK9.
Let me check.
That's nice, Joseph. Hope you have a good one. So yeah, and see, when it comes to video games, guys, my favorite, type of game is like, open world sandbox action games and all that. Really, that's my
Yeah,
favorite type of game to play. But I have most fun playing, really.
those type of games are a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm personally not much a fan of puzzle games that much, unless they're like puzzle which are easy to do or whatever.
Yeah,
And
Contrast is a pretty easy puzzle game, I'll be honest.
yeah, and also as well, guys, I get really stressed out from racing games. I'm personally not a fan of them because they make me get really angry. And yeah, the idea of playing a game is you're not supposed to get angry. You're supposed to have fun. So that's why I play games that I have fun with.
Hey, Luca, and I'll send you a photo of the video.
And I see that Crystal Drinkers posted a video of his review for Across the Spider-Verse saying that it does Marvel better than Marvel.
Oh, this video, yeah. Harry Potter, but it's in Italy.
Harry Potter boy in Italy. Huh.
Yeah, it's like playing Harry Potter in Italy, like a parody.
I see. I mean, if they're going to do an Italian Harry Potter parody, they should use, the Italian dub of the movie, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I assume it had an Italian dub, of course. I wouldn't know, though. But then again, I'm pretty sure that the whole franchise was translated into lots of languages from all over the world, weren't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Shadow, do we sell the books in Norwegian in Norway?
I think some bookstores do, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them.
I mean, the franchise, of course, is aimed at everyone, not just children. So I'm pretty sure that the films will be, of course, in English, won't they?
Yeah, but 3 of the Harry Potter movies were actually dubbed in Norwegian.
3 of them, which ones were dubbed?
The first 3.
The first 3. I think that's probably because of the rating, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, because when we're talking about the ratings in the UK, of course, the first 3 films were rated PG for me. But then from Goblet of Fire onward, they were rated 12 until the end of the franchise onward. So yeah.
Oh, please, yeah, I heard about Live Action How to Train Your Dragon. Oh.
Yeah, I refuse to watch that. It's probably going to be dead before arrival.
Yeah.
Like, why are they even doing this? There was no need to. Like,
because they're trying to copy Disney. That's
yeah,
why.
it's stupid. Like, How to Train a Dragon trilogy was fine on its own. There's that saying, guys, don't fix something that's not broken. And I think the How to Train a Dragon trilogy was fine as it is. Doesn't need to be done in live action. Ridiculous. Pointless.
I mean, they're basically just copying Disney with the whole race swapping and probably attacking fans.
I wouldn't be surprised if they announced a live action version of Shrek next.
Oh God, no.
Well, I'm preparing for the worst, but it's gonna happen. I just know it.
How about Kung Fu Panda?
Probably that.
No.
I think any animated film is probably going to be a victim of a live action remake. I just know it. I've also got a weird feeling I'm going to do it to Pixar films in the future as well. Like, it's just not a good idea because some things, they don't go into live action, do they? It doesn't work like that.
Oh, and speaking of which, let's actually send me a funny photo of what a live action Cars movie could probably look like.
Oh God, it's probably just going to be normal cars, isn't it? Let's see.
This one was actually funny.
Let's have a look at this, shall we?
Wait, where is it? What did you say?
It said
live action Cars. A Thanos boss. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny.
And they sent me a lot of Thanos pics.
I see that Richard Ecker's posing with a cosplay for Raiden Blaze. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Blaze, that actor that's playing Harry Potter looks a lot like Daniel Radcliffe in this, Italian parody of it.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
Oh yeah, checking on my chat.
That's cursed. Hey Donny, I'm fine,
That's
thank
what-
you. Hope you're doing well too. Of course, like you're saying, that's good.
Oh, believe I found something more cursed.
I don't want to know what this is. It's probably gonna be completely and utterly hideous, isn't it? Probably is. Yep, it is. It's Peter Griffin if he was Thanos.
Peter Thanos.
Yeah. I should probably use that
Oh,
fake you. I should probably use that fake you website and make Peter Griffin say some Thanos lines.
Oh yeah, how's this Luke as well?
How's what? Oh my god, it's a Mario Thanos.
You can put stuff like Pan, Mario, Mario,
Yeah, Fario.
Marnos.
Yeah, either Manos or Fario. Like, that's actually pretty funny.
Oh, look at this.
Indian Marvel? What's this supposed to be? That's a little bit. How is that even supposed to be Indian? It just looks like people with cursed faces.
Yeah.
And honestly, Spider-Man looks like the best out of them.
Yeah, I think he is the best one out of them. But like, I mean, I don't see how that's Indian, though. To be honest, that's just weird. Oh, I don't want to look at that. That's cringe. Goodness me, that's not nice. Oh God, I'm getting rid of
Wait,
that.
what? Wait, what?
That was pretty cringe, Blaze. Goodness me, I don't want to look at that.
Oh, that one. Okay. We meant the Mario one.
No, that one's fine. Yeah, screw the remakes. Screw all of them. They didn't need to be made at all, did they?
The only good remake was Cruella so far.
I thought that was fine, to be honest.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, my favourite one so far is Jon Favreau's Jungle Book one. Love that one. And right now, guys, Lily's on my bed sleeping as well. So yeah, both my cats are keeping me company.
Oh.
That Spider eating a pretzel, Blaze. Oh, Susie wants to come and say hello. Come here, Susie.
I think Luke, this would be much better if there was another Marvel game. Which is Troy Baker as Hulk and Nolan North as Iron Man.
Troy Baker as Hulk and Nolan North as Iron Man. Huh.
Yeah.
She got a post up. It's alright, Susie. It's okay. Alright, Sue. Here she is, guys. Here's Susie. Sat with me.
Aww.
Being a bit vocal tonight, isn't she?
Hey, Susie.
Here she is. Precious little bunny's here. Oh, absolutely adorable this cat is. Little gem.
Yeah.
Precious gem. Yeah, it's pretty cute how she comes into my room and decides to, go to sleep in her bed. It's pretty cute, actually.
Yeah.
Shows what she wants to keep me company. Yeah.
I can't wait for next week because I'm watching Rise of the Beasts next week.
Yeah, I'll be watching it next Friday too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, some of the early reactions play say it's better than the Bay Formers films. So that gives me hope for it. Hopefully they're speaking the truth about it.
Yeah, nice. It's in both 3D and 2D, but I'm going 2D.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it in iSense if it's on, because that means I can probably get a poster for it or something.
I don't think my cinema does this with license.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, come on. Check it out. Are you kidding me?
We're not doing it in English, Blaze.
No, it's in check it out.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Well, Blaze, when it comes to Optimus Prime in this Czech dub, is it the same person that's dubbed him before?
I hope it is, but I'll have to see.
Does the Czech dub do a voice for all the Transformers movies, Blaze, for Optimus?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he'll come up for this one then.
I hope as well.
It's a pity that the actors involved don't appear to speak Czech, do they? Because they could have probably redubbed the lines in Czech, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Because some actors actually redub their own lines in other languages too. You know that?
Yeah.
Hissy Susie.
Oh, she's hissing a lot.
Yeah, she's very vocal, isn't she, guys? It's alright,
Oh,
Susie, don't
yeah,
you?
I found a Czech trailer. Let me check if it's the same actor quickly.
Yeah, do, Blaze. There's a question for you, Shadow, from my daughter asking, what do you think worked well in live action better than animated? And he's got an example being the BFG movie.
Yeah, it's the same.
Well, I'm seeing BFG yet. Oh man, that is a tough question. Ooh.
I mean, one example I could probably say is the Hobbit movie trilogy, because I personally hate that animated movie from 1977.
You know, I think I would say maybe our movies were better than the animated shows.
Yeah. I mean, the prequels and the originals, of course, yeah. Screw the sequels, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke, it's the same guy, I think.
The same guy. Nice one.
And what else?
I mean, you can check the trailer after body if you want, Luke.
Yeah, I will do, yeah. Nice one.
Chadman 3, what the hell?
Chadman 3, what's that supposed to be?
It's Spider-Man, but he's Giga Chad.
Susie won't stop me iron, will she, guys? I don't know why. What's the matter with you? You sat on my lap. You can go if you want to. I'm not stopping you, sweetie. Aw. She's pretty noisy, isn't she, this cat?
She sure is.
Yeah. Still lovable. She's adorable.
So I was trying to think of more things that were better in live action than animated.
I mean, BFG is definitely a good example. I'm personally not a fan of the animated movie. I think that one's just boring as hell, really. I think Spielberg's version is much better. So,
and I guess I could probably also say Jon Favreau's Jungle Book.
Well, yeah, that was a great remake, wasn't it? Really great. This cat's so loud, isn't she? Aw. Yeah. Do you want to go, Susie? What do you want to do? Yeah, Susie's definitely the best Fantastic Four member, isn't she? You know, she's like Invisible Woman, isn't she? You know, Susan Storm, isn't she? Yeah. Here we go. Do you want to go then? Okay.
Okay. Jesus, calm down. Calm down. Jesus.
She's so loud, isn't she, when you pick her up, isn't she? Goodness me. She'll probably come out later anyway, guys, so yeah. Anyway, guys, so well over half an hour into stream, so I might show you guys what I got this week. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay, so when it comes to unboxing and whatever, I unboxed, of course, my unusual Superman figure, you know, with an armor on, as you can see here. Hard to tell it's Superman, isn't it?
Really hard to tell.
Yeah. And he has, like, you know, these, like, cape pieces, but, like, you know, attached to him and all that. So, like, and it kind of reminds me a bit of Batman, really, to be honest. It's kind of ironic, really.
I actually thought that was Loki from Warframe.
Really?
Yeah, let me send you a photo of him quickly.
Maybe it's inspired by that. I don't know. You see what I mean, guys? The wings open looks like a bat. It's weird, that. It's ironic as well.
Looks like it's Superman and Batman mixed together.
A fusion, if you will. And then, guys, you could probably say that this week was all about Batman when it comes to, you know, to buying, you know, Blu-rays, because yeah, got quite a lot of things related to Batman. So I got I actually got 3 animated Batman films to watch, guys, and check out. So hey Declan, greetings. So now one of them is an animated film that actually stars Bruce Greenwood as Batman, and it features like an alternate version of like an alternate story basically. And it's quite similar to Spider-Man Noir in my opinion, but like Batman. Can you guess what that is? And it has Bruce Greenwood voicing Batman this time.
Hmm. Hmm.
No, I've already got Death from a Family Back Dollar. This is like an alternate version of Batman, alternate story really.
Is it Gotham by Gaslight?
Yeah, it is. It's Gotham by Gaslight. Yeah, on Blu-ray.
Watch that movie.
Yeah, I've got it there to check out, and then also as well another one as well, and this one actually stars Kevin Conroy, the greatest Batman of all time in my opinion, as Batman. And this is a DC Universe original movie in which he's in with and it's actually the title is him and a villainess, if you will. Batman and can you guess who villainess is?
Catwoman.
No, it's not Catwoman. No.
Oof.
I mean, it says here, of course.
Harley Quinn.
Yes, Batman and Harley Quinn, yeah, on Blu-ray. I'll go because Kevin Conroy's in it. Then also, well, guys, I got a 2-parter of animated films, and this is one of my favourite animated films of all time, actually, as well, guys. In Batman, can you guess what that is? It's a 2-parter as well.
Oh, I know this.
Well, go on, then, Blaze. Who is it?
The Long Halloween.
No, Blaze, I'm not seeing that yet.
Oh,
is it the Dark Knight Returns?
It is, yeah, 2 parts, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
The Peter Weller one.
Yeah, I love this 2-parter, guys. I'd recommend it strongly. I really love this.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I got figures in the marathon as well that I did as well. I unboxed the figures as well. So stay tuned for that in the future. And then last when it comes to films, guys, I then also as well got a 2016 animated film which has Kevin Conroy as Batman and Mark Hamill as the Joker. Can you guess what that is?
The Killing Joke.
Yeah, it is The Killing Joke.
Yeah, I think the movie's actually good.
Yeah, I definitely got it to give it a watch. Yeah, of course. And then, guys,
do you have some problems with the movie though?
I'll judge for myself when I watch it. And then, guys, I then got a DC Animated Universe show. Can you guess what that is?
Is it Justice League?
No, sadly, I couldn't find that. I mean, I'll give you guys a clue by singing, something, a theme of it. So, like, no, I can't do it. It's like a rock theme, basically. No, it's not Static Shock at all. The theme is like a rock song, basically. Yeah, Darth Hammett's Batman Beyond.
Oh, well, nice one.
Yeah. So I definitely love watching this when I was a kid, guys. So I got it on Blu-ray to binge watch and go out down memory lane. And what's awesome is it's a pity that Ozzy's not here because this actually comes with the Return of the Joker animated movie as a continuation. So yeah. So it actually comes with it. So I can definitely give that a watch. So yeah. I'd recommend Batman Beyond if you guys have not seen it, though.
I think I actually watched a few episodes when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's a great show. Yeah, really great. And Terry McGinnis is also my favourite role of Will Friedle as well. The Batman of the future, if you will. And then, guys, I got a figure in the DC Multiverse toy line, and this is actually for a DC villain. So can you guess who that villain is, guys?
Is it like a godlike villain or like a normal villain?
It's a normal villain, really.
Okay. Is it a male or female?
Male.
Okay. Is it Mr. Freeze?
No, it's not Mr. Freeze. No, couldn't find him, sadly.
Two-Face?
No.
Penguin?
No. Oh, Blaze left us. Huh. Oh, he's back.
But yeah, I launched to Vegas. That way.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm going to edit my God of War videos since I'm on PC.
Nice one.
Rachel Ghoul.
No,
Oh,
I mean, you've not picked the most obvious choice, Shadow, yet.
Joker.
Yeah, it's Joker from a comic called Batman 3 Jokers. I've always looked pretty cool, and it comes with his walking cane as well. So yeah, thought I'd get it. So yeah, looks pretty cool.
God of War. Oh yeah.
Wait, Blaze, have you done another recording of it?
Yeah, yesterday I recorded a part.
Nice one.
Yeah, I'm at the part where you meet Freya right now.
Oh, nice. The main villain's mother, isn't she? Baldur's mother. Yeah. Personally, I found Baldur a little bit annoying, really, to be honest, compared to Zeus. I think my favourite villain out of the Norse era for God of War is probably Thor so far. Personally, guys, I think Odin in God of War Ragnarok is a little bit too calm, in my opinion, to be, a good villain, in my opinion. But of course, my favourite villain in the whole franchise is probably is going to have to be Zeus for God of War. I wonder if anyone's going to join us soon in the chat.
Let's see who's online.
Oh yeah, let me ask Daniel quickly.
Yeah, I see that Sharon is online.
Yeah.
Aaron. And Josh.
I don't know about Josh, but he hasn't even replied yet to anyone.
Maybe.
He has the do not disturb thing on.
Yeah, maybe he's watching Spider-Verse, I guess.
Oh, Daniel's coming soon.
Nice one, he'll be here soon. Cool.
Just in a bit.
One of the guys, I'm eating some sweets, which are round trees, heart berries. These are actually pretty nice, these. Very juicy.
Yeah, I'm just eating some chips.
Potato chips, nice one.
Yeah.
Are these paprika flavoured this time, Shadow?
What?
Are they paprika flavoured?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Nice one. Good choice.
My favorite flavour.
Yeah, it's a great choice. Yeah, one of my favourite roles too about all. Yeah, Hades would definitely watch very well by Clancy Brown.
Oh yeah, Clancy Brown plays Hades.
Yeah, he does in the games, yeah. Well, I think in the first game, Hades is voiced by Nolan North, but yeah, I think Clancy were voiced in 2 and 3, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That was a duck.
A duck? Huh.
Yeah, Luke, it says you can add custom sounds to the server.
That's cool.
Yeah, I can't do it because you don't have permissions to upload sounds to the server. Yeah, so where's Shadow?
Well, Shadow's right here, Blaze.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Quiet a little bit here.
Yeah.
Oh, Sharon's playing Hogwarts.
Yay!
Nice one. Hopefully one day I can get on PS4 to play.
Man, I hope that game releases in your store soon.
I hope so too. I mean, next week I'll hopefully go to Manchester for some shopping, so I can pop into a game store there. You know, as well as of course, you know, one I always go to.
Yeah, they better have the game by then.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Oh yeah, Luke, shall I tell you something funny that happened in the recording?
What happened, Blaze?
So I was supposed to go look for the Lance crest, yeah.
Mm.
And I was for 5 minutes going back and forward trying to look for it.
Mm.
Because she said it's in her garden, but I didn't know where.
Oh wow.
So I was just going back and forwards for like 5 minutes.
What about Dola? We can hopefully find out next week when Keith Sharp-Africa joins us, if he's not busy, of course. We can ask him how he felt about the opportunity to play Laserbeak and get to kill Ken Jeong's character.
Oh, yeah, didn't Keith say that Laserbeak is his favorite?
I don't know, maybe. I don't really watch interviews with Keith yet, so...
It's actually pretty cool that he's agreeing to join with us.
Yeah, it's very cool that he's taking time out of his day to do that. I'm very grateful that we have this opportunity. You know, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Really bad all. So apparently it's his favorite role. Cool.
Oh.
I mean, with regards to my roles I play, guys, I don't do favorites, to be honest. I let you guys pick your favorite role of mine.
Yeah, I was actually picking the next thing as my favorite.
Yeah, my favorite time being a voice actor, guys, will always be the next time. I mean, you guys in the comments can pick your favorite role I've played. You do that, but I don't do favorites. And I think I could also say the same thing with regards to my YouTube videos too as well. My favorite YouTube video will always be the next one because I enjoy making content for all of you to watch. And yeah, speaking of which, I also hope you also enjoyed this week's episode of Hound yesterday as well that dropped.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Yeah, this one of course introduced, you know, Wheeljack and Mirage to the team, their first appearance.
Oh.
And if you guys are wondering what's happening, it's taking place at the same time as the Darker Moon video game now, so yeah. Which is actually which is actually pretty good to a movie, in case you're wondering, guys.
Hey, look, speaking of Wheeljack, I actually found a file on my PC that just called wheeljack.wave.
Really? Interesting.
It's for that capital project we did. Where is it?
And Blaze sent me that line, so it was actually pretty funny.
I think that was your first M-rated line, Luke, as well.
Unfortunately as well, guys, it looks like Evil Ed is going to be appearing at the LA premiere for a Flash movie. Oh dear.
Oh no.
That absolutely sucks.
Well, let's just hope he doesn't attack anyone on there.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does attack people. Would not be surprised.
I mean, the guy is deranged.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Andy Muschietti is so keen and wants him to return and all that, and doesn't think he's gonna get recast and all that.
Honestly, the fact that Andy is keeping Ezra makes me lose respect for him.
I think I've lost respect for him, to be honest. Like, keeping him on when he's done lots of horrible things, I'd have recasted The Flash.
Yeah, same.
It's just stupid. I'd have wrought into a timeline that due to all going horribly wrong, it's caused Flash to have a different appearance now. But, you know, they don't think, do they? Like, DC just so stupid these days, you know. You get rid of Henry Cavill, but you keep Ezra Miller. That's just stupid.
And you're giving Nicolas Cage a cameo as Superman. That's hypocritical.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Indeed.
Like, I wonder why they're not doing that, you know, Superman and movie that he was supposed to be in.
But but they're still in a cameo, but they're firing the real Superman. Come on,
Like,
man.
what's the point? Seriously, what's the point? And like, when I see the trailers for this film, guys, like, I'm thinking, why are people so hyped for this? Because I'm not. I'm not hyped at all.
I see absolutely no reason to be excited.
Yeah, it's just going to ruin everything. And why should I also be hyped for the film which Evil Az was in? Seriously. And like, I've also got worried feeling this film's also going to ruin Zod too, as well.
Sure, that's already did that.
I think it will.
They also ruined Superman in the Flash movie. Or how I call it, the Flash.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just going to be a remake of Man of Steel, but with, you know, Supergirl replacing Superman, and it's going to feature 2 Batmans, of course, in the film, and of course 2 Flashes for some reason.
And whatever that is not Supergirl. I just like to call her Superwoman.
I think it is, yeah, because it doesn't even look like Supergirl at all. Nothing like her. And the costume is just horrible to look at.
Yeah, what the hell were they thinking?
I don't know what they're thinking at all.
And the CGI, oh my god.
It's just embarrassing. I mean, Shadow, I know that you didn't see the final trailer that released recently, but they have like horrible CGI on the Flash. It's terrible CGI. It looks like a PS2 game. It's terrible. Then again, though, guys, I think some PS2 games are better CGI than this Flash movie, though, to be honest.
Yeah, sadly, when I went to see it for Spider-Verse, they showed the 2 DCU trailers that I already hate.
Oh dear, that's unfortunate.
First off, it was the Flash.
How unfortunate.
The second trailer.
Oh dear.
And then it was Blue Beetle.
Oh god, not Blue Beetle. That trailer was also horrible as well.
I called Blue Beetle Pooh Beetle.
Good one. Good one.
Pooh Beetle. And I think I also heard someone in my theater did not like the part where they call Batman a fascist.
Rightfully so.
Yep.
Because Batman's not a fascist at all. He's Batman.
Plus, the Spider-Verse is also dubbed here. Wow.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised because across the Spider-Verse is family friendly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go then. I mean, Shadow, was your showing it in English?
It was.
Oh, nice.
Sure.
I mean, were they even doing Norwegian dubs for it, by any chance?
Yeah, the first showing was Norwegian, but I chose the second showing.
Yeah, nice one. I mean, because with your experience of watching Norwegian dubs, you prefer to watch English sometimes, don't you? Especially because of Lego Movie 2's dub, don't you?
Yeah, I hated that one.
Yeah.
Wow, so Robert De Niro's movie is in English.
Well, I think that's because that's the film that's not the kids, is it, boys?
Yeah, it's called Papa Mia, which is... Yeah, I don't know, it says people can watch it, that's weird. Are you gonna watch it, Luke, Papa Mia?
Probably, yeah.
It has Robert De Niro, Sebastian Maniscalco. How do you say his name?
Let me check. I'll see Robert's filmography and decide how to pronounce it. Hang on a second.
I actually thought that was Ben Stiller at first. Have a look. That does look like Ben Stiller a little bit.
Let's have a look. I see what you mean, actually. It looks like him in his recent times, yeah.
Yeah.
While I'm looking at his films. Okay, so it's called what's it called, Blaze? This new film he's in.
Papa Mia.
Papa Mia.
Yeah. Or how is it called in?
About my father.
Yeah, that one.
Sebastian Maniscalco. Maniscalco. Forgive me if I mispronounce that.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I'm not an expert on pronunciation, guys. So yeah, I might probably pronounce things horribly wrong.
Sebastian Purple.
It does look like Ben Stiller, doesn't it, a little bit?
Yeah, that actually does look like him.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
no.
very similar, yeah.
Oh, no. Why is this in my theater? Have a look, Luke.
What is-
What movie is it?
I
What-
don't say this because it has the, how do you say it? It's animated title we give it.
It's a Little Mermaid remake.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's cool, that doll. Lanny Miller responded to you. That's awesome. Nice one.
Wait, what?
The voice actor for Sindel, you know, Lanny Minella Blaze responded to that doll on one of her own videos when he commented.
Oh, wow.
And that's actually really cool, that, yeah.
I don't think Steve Downs makes videos still, doesn't he? Let's see.
I don't know. I don't think I've, you know, seen his videos, actually, but I might do one day.
What's this? Nashville Comic Con.
I've just subscribed to a channel. I see what you're saying, about Dollar. You said you're an absolute legend, Lanny Minella. I've been a fan of your work since 2011 when you voiced Sindel in MK9. I also loved your work in Soul Calibur as Ari Valentine, Rouge Rabat in Sonic the Hedgehog series, and Lucia Von Badass in Marvel. I'm planning to check your work as Nancy Drew one day, hopefully soon. And then she responded with, "Thank you so much. I wish you a fabulous life full of smiles." Oh, that's really nice of her.
So, which video was this?
It's the most recent one, Shadow. It's like something called Queen's Corgi or something.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. You probably won't need to scroll down much because I usually spotted a comment.
Oh, I found that dollar.
Nice one.
I'll give a look on it too. And I found Ronnie's comment as well. Nice one.
You found my daughter's comment?
And Ronnie's.
Yeah, she replied to him. Yeah, it was very nice of her. She seems to respond to lots of comments, doesn't she? That's very kind of her. So yeah.
I also see that she heard the comments too.
Yeah, she's very responsive, isn't she? She's very responsive, isn't she?
What video is it?
It's the most recent one, Blaze, called Queen's Corgi,
Oh,
something like that.
Queen's Corgi.
Okay. I actually saw that movie. It's actually pretty good.
Well, apparently she's in it, isn't she? Only the thing is, well, Blaze, I heard that film was panned on release by critics for, apparently. Apparently it's one of the worst films ever made for some reason. I don't know why.
And apparently she was in each other too.
Sindel was my favourite role of her as well. So far.
And I see that she was also in Cleveland show.
Yeah, she's posted clips from that too, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I watched a bit of that show. It's actually pretty good, Cleveland show.
It's underrated.
Yeah, it is underrated, yeah. It's better than recent Family Guy stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I think, of course, you know, Family Guy's dead now. Really is.
But sadly, though, Amber Heard's in Cleveland show, unfortunately.
Well, that sucks. Thankfully, I didn't see her episode. Don't think I ever will.
Yeah, she's been set up all in a left family.
Yeah, I actually saw that episode, and thankfully she got wasted.
Good. Thank goodness for that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Killers of Flower Moon by Scorsese. Really looking forward to it.
Please just give us the movie right now.
But guys, it's really long. Do you guys know the runtime of a movie?
Isn't it like 3.5 hours or something?
It's 206 minutes. Like 206. Goodness me. Like that's nearly the same length as the Irishman's runtime. The Irishman, however, is 3 minutes longer, or just by a little bit more. Like wow. So I'll probably, you know, just watch this you know, on when it comes on Apple TV. I don't think I'll see it in the theatre because you know I don't have much time, you know, to watch films these days if they're going to be long, you know.
Yeah, I think I'll just wait till this comes to streaming too. It was
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. And
I mean,
also, another reason why I don't really like to watch long films at the cinema is also because of bathroom breaks as well. There's also that reason too.
Yeah.
And I don't want to walk out at an important moment, you know?
Yeah, I had to take a lot of breaks during when I watched The Irishman because, oh my god, it was so long.
Yeah, it was very long, yeah. I mean, sure, did you watch when it came onto Netflix?
I think I watched it a little bit after.
And was it on Netflix when you watched it?
Yeah, on Netflix.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, yeah. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Killers of the Flower Moon War, and especially because it's also going to be part of Brendan Fraser's comeback into it as well. It's amazing how Martin Scorsese is going to be 81 this year, and he's still going strong, isn't he?
And doesn't look like he has any plans to retire yet.
It's amazing, that. And to be honest, guys, I can see why he hates Marvel films nowadays. I can see why, to be honest.
Man, they have really dropped in quality.
Yeah, they have. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's going to be doing next with his career.
And didn't Scorsese also praise the Snyder Cut?
I don't know, maybe he did. So I mean, I can see why, because that was great, wasn't it? Snyder Cut.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, I think he called it pure cinema.
Well, it was pure cinema, but ironically, it wasn't released in theaters, was it?
Should have been.
Yeah, it should have been released in theaters. It deserved it. Yeah, when it comes to Scorsese's plan, Shadow, he said that he wants to continue working because he says, I'm old, I read stuff, I see things, I want to tell stories, and there's no more time.
Oh,
So, yeah.
And speaking also from Scorsese's tweet about the Snyder Cut, and he said, Snyder's Justice League was real cinema. I count and nodded at the end. Totally recommended. 10 out of 10. Real cinema and true cut the key in.
Does he have a social media account, Shadow, that you've seen this on?
Yeah, apparently he's on Twitter.
Okay, I'll see if I can follow him then.
And he also said, very Lord of the Rings made me feel young again.
Well, I can see.
Wrong.
Well, I can see why, because yeah, that film is timeless.
And the fact that it's coming from Martin Scorsese says a lot.
Hmm. I'm trying to find his account, but I'm not sure which one is his actual one, though, you know, because there could be, like, you know, hoax on Twitter and all that.
It's the one called at Marty Scorsese 69.
Marty, okay.
And I just followed him.
Are you sure it's him, though, Shadow?
Hang on, let me send you a screenshot.
No, I'm on it right now. It says you're following him, but I'm not sure if it's him or not.
It says award-winning film director of classic like Taxi Driver, The Irishman, Hugo.
But it's actually him, though. There's that, you know, too, so. And
Robert De Niro follows him, so I think this is him.
I mean, I hope it is him. But the fact that he's only got, you know, like 3,890 followers is a bit concerning, because he's a legend. Why has he not got that much followers?
I don't know.
And it says, Shadow, that you're the only one who I know, who I follow, that's following him. Just you.
Well.
So that's making me a little bit worried. Oh, Blaze, there's a question for you from Madola asking, if you were a showrunner for a live-action adaptation, which animated show would you like to adapt into live action? And Madola's chosen Ben 10. I'm not sure Blaze can hear me or not. He's on mute, isn't he? Okay, I think I found his real account, Shadow. It's at Scorsese Martin. And he's followed by lots of people I know, such as, like Robert Davi, for example. And also Matt Reeves as well. But the problem is that he's not done much tweets for. It's only in like 2015 and stuff like that, though. So I'm not sure really. You know what we could probably do a discussion on, guys? We could probably talk about, discussion where we name our favourite role of a voice actor.
For first off, when we go with Kevin Conroy,
Well,
easy, Batman.
Well, obviously, no question asked. I mean, in my opinion, he's the greatest Batman of all time.
And
Yeah, keep picking examples, yeah.
Frank Oz, Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda hands down, yeah.
And James Arnold Taylor, well, that's Obi-Wan.
Yeah, my favourite role is also Obi-Wan. Just pick any voice actor you can think of, really.
Oh, Ozzy just said something. He said he's feeling a little better now, so he said that he'll probably join.
All right, cool. Be nice to have him here to talk, yeah. Yeah, no question, Exalted Nerd. That's obviously my favourite role, Peter Cullen, right there. And speaking of Peter Cullen, did you guys see that video of him promoting Rise of the Beasts?
No, not yet.
Well, he actually looks pretty good for his age because he's in his 80s and all that, and he looks great. And I gotta say that I think with his age now, his regular voice actually sounds more like Optimus now, literally. So that's pretty cool to be honest, really cool.
Or maybe he spoke in his Optimus voice.
I don't know, maybe. But he seems to be in great spirits for it on the video, and he was praising the movie Rise of Beasts. So if he's going to praise it, then hopefully I'll like it too.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the main reason why I'm watching it in the first place, of course. If he wasn't in it, then I wouldn't be watching it. Simple as that.
Yep. No Peter Cullen, no me watching.
Yeah. Same goes for me, yeah.
Wait, are we talking about Rise of the Beast?
Yeah, Blaze, I was talking about that video that of Peter Cullen promoting a movie.
Oh, yeah, that was a really cool video.
Yeah, it was really cool. And Blaze, our topic of conversation was to name a voice actor, and then we discussed our favourite roles of them.
Oh, okay.
So do you want to pick a random voice actor of your choice, Blaze? Go on, then.
Wait, let me think of a actor, yeah?
Okay.
Just pick any voice actor.
Oh, voice actor, okay. Let's try Liam O'Brien.
Liam O'Brien. That's a good question because I think he's an underrated voice actor. Might probably say maybe Gollum from the Lord of the Rings video games, because I think he does a spot on impression of Andy Serkis, in my opinion.
Yeah, and he did a fantastic job in Dimensions.
Yeah, I mean, you heard it, didn't you? Of course, Shadow, didn't you?
And for a second there, I thought for a second that was Andy Serkis rising in the role.
Yeah, that voice is just brilliant that Liam O'Brien does for a role. Oh, speaking of Gollum, guys, did you guys hear about that game getting bad reviews?
Good.
I mean, I've watched Addy's gameplay of it, and he's so funny. And Shadow, I'm not kidding when I say this, but he literally spent a whole hour on the same puzzle, and he didn't know how to do it at all. He kept dying.
I also checked out some of Mahler's clips on Twitter. And, oh my god, the graphics were so bad.
How embarrassing. It makes me appreciate older games a lot more nowadays, because sometimes old games tend to have better graphics than the new ones.
You know, I would much rather play this game.
Gollum's graphics were embarrassing.
but honestly, guys, I would much rather play this game than watching Rings of Power.
Same.
I think anything Middle-earth related can be better than Rings of Power, can't it? Rings of Wartness, of course. And
Rings of Wartness.
Yeah. So, but if you want to play a proper game, or guys, Middle-earth game, I'd recommend Shadow of Mordor. I'd recommend that.
Well, I will be playing it.
Yeah, it's like an open world game. Shadow, it literally, set in Mordor. It's a really good game.
There's also the sequel, Shadow of War.
Not played that yet, but I played Shadow of Mordor. It's a pretty good game, and also played JB Blanc's in Shadow of Mordor.
Oh wow.
Which is pretty cool. And the main character is played by Troy Baker as well, Italian. So yeah, I'd recommend it, guys, if you've not played it. Yeah, it's a very good game.
Hey Luke, did you hear about the Wonder Woman game being made?
I did, Blaze, yeah, when it was first announced, yeah, but there's not been any word on it, has there, though, recently, though?
Yeah, unfortunately. But it's made by the same guys who made Shadow of Mordor.
Well, hopefully it'll be good then, I hope. And in my opinion, Blaze, Shadow of Mordor handles the whole Nemesis system better than Assassin's Creed Odyssey does, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it does. Even Origins did it better.
Yeah, Origins did it much better indeed, yeah. That's another example of a game which is, recent but bad, in my opinion. I think the older Assassin's Creed games are much better than Odyssey, in my opinion. Like, it really shocks me how, those older games are better, really. I mean, Shadow, when it comes to game franchises you've played, is there any of it where you think the older games are better than new ones?
Oh man, I think I would say Super Mario. Yeah, I think I would say Super Mario.
Did you see the gameplay for Mirage?
Yeah, I did, Blaze. It looks promising. Hopefully, it would be better than Valhalla.
Yeah, apparently it's in the old style, so it's like the old gameplay style, which is a really good thing.
Oh yeah, thank God for that. I feel like ever since Origins, it feels like God of War now, Blaze. To be honest.
Yeah, it does.
A Norse version. I mean, I personally prefer, the square and triangle combat, to be honest.
Oh wow, so Basim has some powers.
Does he? That's a bit concerning, though, Blaze, to be honest. I'm sick of this whole power stuff, really.
I think the only game that did it well was Dishonored.
Dishonored's thankfully a different franchise, isn't it?
Yeah. That was like first-person stealth game.
Look, what you were just asking me, that is a tough question.
I do think that the first 4 Uncharted games, in my opinion, are also better than Lost Legacy as well.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because Lost Legacy, in my opinion, was too short, really, to be honest. And the villain was just, bland and generic, really.
And most of the game was just cutscenes.
Pretty much, yeah. And it got pretty boring too, to be honest. And despite being a separate game on another disc, it felt like a DLC for Thieves' End a little bit, to be honest. Nothing really new. I didn't really, to be honest, to it. Well, Exalted, and my favourite Wall of Fan Welk is probably Megatron.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because that's what I grew up with, Frank Welker.
And my second favorite role is Scooby.
I mean, I love him, of course, as Soundwave in Transformers and his other Transformers roles too. And when it comes to Scooby-Doo, I of course love him as Scooby and as Fred. I think Fred is probably one of his best roles too, because he's played that role since the 60s and he's still got it to this day. Absolutely wonderful.
And my third favorite role of his is the Cave of Wonders.
Is that from Aladdin?
Yeah, the Cave of Wonders from Aladdin, yes.
Yeah, he voiced that, didn't he? Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Mine's actually my second favorite role, Frank, is actually Dr. Claw.
I think he's great in that role too. I mean, Soundwave is pretty much his Dr. Claw voice, but with a vocal effect, isn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, not one complaining, though.
Me neither.
Yeah. Yeah, because Frank is definitely an absolute legend. I'd love to interview him one day.
Let's see if he has Twitter.
I mean, Blaze, is it possible for you to find Frank?
So it looks like Mirage will be on PS4 as well, Luke.
Oh, that's good. I can probably play that then. Blaze, are you able to find Frank? Blaze? What's going on now? I don't think you can hear what's going on.
What? Isn't it?
Wait,
isn't his Twitter name at Mega Welker?
Is that him? I don't know if it's him or not.
Yeah, because it says here that you and Alexander follow him.
Well, it might be him then.
Yeah, I think it is him.
Yeah, he's got 2,000 followers, and Diedrich Vader follows him as well, so yeah.
And Chris Summer as well.
Patrick as well, and RZ, and I see you, Shadow, as well, and also
Jim, Eric Boza,
Richard Epker. I see him as well. John DiMaggio, Tara Strong, and there's Josh Keaton as well, David Sobolov.
Well, since there are a lot of West Siders that follow him, then I'm sure this is him. I am positive whether this is him.
Wait, what Shadow, sorry?
Yeah, I'm positive that this is Frank Welker now.
I think it's him if loads of other actors are following him. I don't know about Dork, to be honest, really, because, I mean, I like how, they do different things in all of them, don't they, really? Different timelines and all that. But yeah, in my opinion, they shouldn't have done Odyssey, because that game, in my opinion, was terrible. Literally felt like a game version of a 300 film, and that's not what Assassin's Creed is all.
Indeed. Oh, the way that sound.
Nice. Wait, Blair, you put a Final Boss as a thumbnail.
Yeah. Let's see what McDonald thinks of it. Let me send it to him quickly.
Okay, you can put him a chat if you want to, Blaze. And speaking of Diedrich Vader, my favorite role of his is also Batman.
Oh, and Lani just hearted my comment.
Oh, really? That's cool. What did you say to her, Blaze?
I said the greatest Cinderella, and she said thank you.
Well, that's pretty cool, that. Nice one.
There you go.
Wow.
Wow. Look at that.
And this was 21 minutes ago. Wow, she's very active, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Let's do my special trip and try and buy her.
Hmm.
And also, best while you're at it, why don't you invite Frank Welker?
I tried, but Frank doesn't actually use Twitter, I think.
Hmm. Why does he have it then? That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
How strange. I mean, of course, there are some Twitter accounts from people which are on Twitter, and unfortunately, they're run by people who unfortunately passed away, which is very sad, isn't it?
Yeah, one example is Michael Jackson. Like, people are using his account on there.
Yeah, I think
And also
into his family that are running it now, Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin
Yeah, same thing.
Kevin Conroy's account's also on there as well. Still.
Yeah, same thing with Bruce Lee. His family also uses that account.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy's last tweet was where he was wishing everyone happy Halloween. How sad.
Yeah.
And then as well, another example is also Leonard Nimoy as well. His account's still there as well. And I don't know why, guys, but I feel like Leonard Nimoy's last tweet before he died is like him saying goodbye to us a little bit, because it says this: "A life is like a garden. Perfect moments can be had, but not preserved, except in memory. Live long and prosper." Yeah, I kind of feel like he's saying goodbye to us there, to be honest.
I think he knew that he was going to die when he wrote that.
Yeah, that's really sad. Poor Leonard. Yeah, Leonard Nimoy is an absolute legend.
Yeah, and I just followed him.
Yeah. Nice one.
And I don't know why I didn't follow him before.
Yeah, that makes me wonder, why didn't I follow these people before? Like, I mean, sometimes, but I feel like, I did follow them before, but for some reason it gets taken away for some reason, and without me knowing, it's very annoying. Like, for example, Michael J. Fox. I'm pretty sure I followed him a while ago on Twitter, like I do on Instagram, but for some reason, he was gone on Twitter. Wasn't following him, and I'm like, what? I did follow him. What's going on?
That is weird.
Yeah, really weird. I don't understand that. So yeah, playing Saints Row 4 has been a lot of fun. Again, guys, on PS4, and I definitely do prefer it on PS4 over Xbox One because of the color changing on the light from blue to purple, and also what's cool is how there's like quick time events where you got to press buttons in a quick moment.
Yeah.
Well, on the PS4 version, you can now swipe the touchpad to do them, which is pretty cool. You can put them as an option.
Yeah, personally, I turned that off. What about you, Luke?
Yeah, I just do buttons. It's easy for me, really.
Yeah.
Especially when you're fighting with Wardens, Blaze, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah. See you, Joseph.
See you, Joe.
See you, Joe.
So what character are you playing tonight on Saints Row, apart from Neo?
Well, I'm keeping it as Neo, Blaze. I don't want to play this game because this game's like a Matrix game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Shadow, did you see my picture I posted in video game chat?
I think I did. Yeah, I did.
There is no spoon.
Yeah, it's reference to a Matrix.
Yeah, my character is based on Heisenberg.
Yeah, Walter White. Nice choice.
Yeah.
Always will be my favorite World of all time, and Bryan Cranston.
I am the one who knocks.
Did you guys find any chance to see our Super Bowl commercial, which he's in with Aaron Paul as Jesse? From this year. Did you guys see that?
No, I did not.
It was actually pretty cool. But it's like, it's like we're making crisps, popcorn, I think it's called in America, but in the UK it's called Pop Works for some reason. It's because of that habit that I decided I'd give them a try. I'm actually really nice crisps, guys. Delicious. Yeah, pretty tasty.
I can't wait for June 15th for payday.
Why is that, Blaze?
Oh, it's because it's payday on 15th.
That's cool.
That means I can finally get my new iMac.
I see as well that also Tom Holland thinks that the first Spider-Man film is the best Spider-Man movie. I mean, I can see why, because it is an amazing movie after all.
Masterpiece.
And if you guys are wondering, I still prefer that over the one that came out actually as well, Across Spider-Verse.
Yeah, Into is still better.
Indeed, yeah. Because rather than bad qualities I do have with Across the Spider-Verse, but I'm not going to say because of spoilers and all that, though. I mean, I'll probably just paraphrase. I'll paraphrase Chris Pratt by saying, you know what, just go see the movie.
And you may wanna watch it twice.
Yep, rewatch it, because you never know, you might like it more the second time.
Oh yeah, that's like when I was watching Spider-Man 2 as a kid. I kept watching down Spider-Man 3.
So yeah, but I recommend you guys go see it. Yeah.
I'll wait for it when it's on streaming because I don't want to spoil myself.
So you're not going to see it in theaters, Blaze, then?
No, I'm going to be watching Rise of the Beasts.
But keep in mind that it does end on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I know there's the sequels being made as well.
Yeah.
Oh, the two-parter.
And based on what I'm seeing, it pissed a lot of people off.
Well, the cliffhanger did.
Yeah, like it pissed off the Nice Watch for one thing.
Really? Wow, they didn't like it. I mean, that ending got me looking forward to it more, really. I mean, I knew going into film it was going to be a two-parter, of course, because there's going to be another one coming out. So that's why I predicted maybe a cliffhanger, and I was right.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a cliffhanger as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the first hurdles was literally Into Spider-Verse Part 1 and in Part 2.
Indeed, yeah. Blaze, is this redub the one in which I appear a lot in as Thanos? One that's just come out?
Yeah.
You could literally say it's my redub, couldn't you then, guys? One where I get to shine.
Oh wait, let me ask Dagdola what he thinks of the N-rated lines.
He's just commented now, Blaze. Actually, he's commented on it. How nice of him. Blaze, in your life, have you ever played Black Ops Declassified?
Unfortunately, no, because I never owned a Vita.
Well, you know what? It's probably best that you don't play, because it's not a good game, in my opinion, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot of people say that as well.
Yeah, it's a bit of a letdown, really. I think the console versions of Black Ops are far better, in my opinion.
Oh, hey, Luke, when you get PS3, we can play Black Ops 1.
Yeah, it can. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, since the servers actually still work.
Oh, that's cool. I wish it's saying we have a Dead Space.
Yeah. But let me check if Dead Space 3 still works.
Oh, and Blaze, if I buy Black Ops and and a new controller, we can of course play the game together.
Oh yeah.
Because I already own a PS3, so I just need the game and a new controller. Then I'm all set.
Any word from Aussie, Shadow?
No, not since. Yeah, not 7 o'clock.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh yeah, the servers don't work still on Dead Space 3.
That's unfortunate.
Indeed.
But I do love to see the Spider-Verse is beating Disney already.
Yeah, it deserves to beat it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude, when you watch this video, you'll be laughing at the M-rated lines.
Will I now? That's cool.
Yeah. It's because I have one and Vermont has one, of course.
Does he? That's cool.
And Blaze sent me at least one of the lines, and they were real funny.
Nice.
Hey Shadow, last week I tried Black Ops 1 with the PS4 controller, and it actually works perfectly.
Does it?
Yeah,
It works perfectly fine.
Okay, Blaze. But this still doesn't mean that I'm going to mod my PS4 controller.
No, you don't have to mod it. You just use a USB cable and connect it to your PS4, PS3.
Okay.
Yeah, but Blaze, what does a touchpad do then on PS3 when the PS4 controls touchpad? What does that do for PS3?
It does nothing, unfortunately, but
well, yeah, there you go. Pointless.
Options and share actually is the start select. What's this?
What's this?
What the? Tony Gilroy reveals that George Lucas told him that he loved Rogue One.
Yeah, I heard about that. But Josh thought Rogue One was pretty damn good.
Yeah, he praised it, didn't he, George Lucas? Yeah.
And also, since remember that he trashed the sequels.
Well, I can't blame him. They destroyed his franchise, didn't they?
Yeah.
Completely betrayed him.
Yeah, poor George.
Yeah, I think he should get his company back. I think he should get his company.
Yeah. Oh, Blackdoor's asking you what the hell is that thumbnail, Blaze?
Oh man.
Yeah, I found that on Google. It's actually really funny.
Oh, what's this?
Michael Keaton says he doesn't think Let's Get Nuts was in the original Batman script.
So he improvised it.
It was a great improvisation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest lines in that movie too.
Indeed, yeah. Helps us know which Batman it is, of course, yeah.
Oh yeah, Luke, so when I was looking for cursed Thanos photos, this showed up.
Oh god, what's this now? Oh my god, who's that supposed to be?
The MCU Thanos.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that's what the MCU Thanos would have. That's what a gender swap Thanos would look like.
Yeah.
I have no doubt. Yeah, I have no doubt about that at all.
Yeah, like completely low budget, looks like cringe.
Yeah. Thankfully, Thanos was of course handled a lot better before all hell broke loose, wasn't he?
George,
yeah. Boys in the Boat, starring Joe Legend and Callum Turner, will release on December 25th in theaters. Well, I'll watch it for George.
What's this supposed to be?
A new movie from George Clooney.
George Clooney? Oh, nice. He's a good director, George Clooney, isn't he? Really good.
Yeah, no, I think he's an underrated director.
Yeah, he is. Definitely. Have you seen The Midnight Sky, Shadow, on Netflix?
Yeah, I've seen 2 of his movies, Midnight Sky and a movie called Monuments Man.
Nice. I should definitely see Monuments Man one day, yeah.
It is pretty good. Got a great cast too.
That's nice. I know that he also won the Oscar as well for helping, of course, with producing Argo with Ben Affleck, didn't he? As well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, he is underrated, Bruce Thomas, yeah. If you guys didn't know, he also does a motion capture with Master Chief as well in the recent Halo games, which is pretty cool.
And yeah, I did also see Midnight Sky, and yeah, I thought that was good, but not really much of a masterpiece. At least not in my opinion, but still a good movie.
Yeah.
And criminally underrated.
Criminally indeed, yeah. I mean, I definitely think that George himself was far better in that role than he was as Batman, of course. By far.
I don't even want to call that Batman. It's Bat lame.
Bat lame. Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
You know, as in Bat lame as Robin.
Yeah, but of course, the Joker coined it like Batman 2, yeah, in the boat chase mission. Which is really cool. We can find a Joker for that, can't we, guys? You know, coining that name.
Oh man, don't. Bat nipples, no.
Oh, please don't get me started on that. Yeah, don't bring it up, please. Don't. Honestly, guys, I think Killzone Mercenary handles like a first-person shooter better on a PS Vita than Declassified does, in my opinion. I don't think Killzone an underrated franchise too, in my opinion. See, Daniel's here. Welcome, Daniel.
Daniel.
At long last, after over an hour and a half of delays, I'm finally here.
Yeah, how you doing, Daniel?
I'm good. I wanted to ask you guys something, if that was okay.
Well, yeah, sure. That's whatever you want. Yeah, go for it.
So, as you guys are probably aware of, my good friend Sean Chandler completed something from the Autopsy, which is the 31 and 31 edition of Vampire and Werewolf rankings. And what I wanted to do for this Saturday is to share everyone here the group average of all 31 films, as well as my own personal opinions on all 31 of them, and whether or not I give them a recommendation.
Okay, all yeah. Right. Yeah, tell us what you think, Daniel, yeah?
All right, so the way this is going to work is I am going to start from number 31 and go down all the way to number 21, and then I'll take a quick break. We'll answer some questions from the chat, because I want to get the chat involved, and then I'll start from 20 to number 11, take another quick break, and talk with you guys about something else, and then I'll finish it off with the final 10.
Right. See you about all. Right. Take care. Okay, yeah, go ahead, Daniel.
Right.
All right, so the group averages of Brian Lomax, Sean Chandler, Cody Leach, and Charles Patterson, otherwise known as CP, for 31 and 31 Vampire and Werewolf editions. At number 31, the group average is American Werewolf in Paris. So let's get this out of the way first. I practically hated an American Werewolf in Paris when I was prepping to do this ranking and listing. That was just an abysmal sequel to An American Werewolf in London, and I don't recommend you guys watch it anytime soon.
Okay, cheers.
I'd watch in London instead.
Yeah, I think that one's good.
So this is actually kind of surprising considering the group averaging, but then again, it is near the bottom of the list, so I'm kind of happy about this. At number 30, the group average was Twilight.
Well, to be honest, I'm not surprised because I never cared about Twilight at all.
It was so horrendously boring.
In my opinion, the movie that ruined Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, until he redeemed himself, of course.
Yeah, of course,
And-
with the Batman. Huh.
Yeah,
And-
pretty much.
And the devil all the time.
Well, that was one of them, Shadow, and Tenet as well, of course. I think it's been lots of roles since which had good reviews, as well as the Batman, of course.
And Goblet of Fire.
Well, that was before Twilight, Shadow. That was 3 years before the first one.
Yep, pretty much. So, at number 29, the group averages for the list would have to be a little film by the name of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Not seeing that.
Never seen that one, but probably will.
So, my only takeaway from the movie is that it stars discount Liam Neeson, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and Anthony Mackie. That's all I remember about it.
When you say discount, is it someone else who looks like Liam Neeson, Dan, or is it actually Liam?
When I say discount Liam Neeson, I mean someone who looks like Liam Neeson but doesn't sound like him.
Okay.
And then you got Mary Elizabeth Winstead playing Mrs. Lincoln, our president's wife. And then you have Anthony Mackie as, I'm forgetting the guy's name, but he was a emancipation guy back in the 1800s in American history.
Okay.
Number 28, and honestly, maybe this is kind of shocking you guys, but I actually think this movie is worse than Twilight in almost every way possible. At number 28 would have to be 2004's Van Helsing.
Oh, yeah, wasn't Hugh Jackman in that?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
And there's two reasons.
Actually, Daniel, I think that movie is actually pretty underrated. I actually enjoyed it.
I'm glad you enjoy The Shadow, and I always love and respect your opinion.
My biggest bad quality is the CGI, because that was terrible.
Yeah, my big bad qualities with Van Helsing is, one of them is, of course, the CGI. The second is that, like 2017's The Mummy, it felt like they were trying to do way too many things with the classic Universal monster creatures and everything, and they just crammed everything in there. And, wasted the talents of Hugh Jackman, Kate Beckinsale, and the guy who directed the first two Mummies with Brendan Fraser. And it's just, I'm shocked that this guy who directed The Mummy also directed this, because there is just so much directorial incompetence to the point where, as much as I subjectively dislike Twilight more, objectively, I have to put it above Van Helsing, because at least Twilight has some directorial competency, but that's not really saying much.
And also, Daniel, didn't they have Robbie Coltrane in this movie as a voice of Jekyll and Hyde?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, they did.
Poor Robbie.
At the start of the movie.
Wait, what happened, Shadow, sorry?
Yeah, he's only in the start of the movie.
Well, that's unfortunate.
And he only was as Mr. Hyde.
All right, I see.
So, we've made it to the last section of the bottom 5 of the list. At number 27, the group averaging is Blade Trinity.
Well, I can see why that maybe sucked.
Terrible.
Number 26, and from here on out, this is where the list gets really controversial, because for this year's 31 and 31, everyone agrees that the bottom 5 are either terrible or just horrible misfires. The rest of them are going to get very controversial, and it's going to be very interesting to discuss it with you guys. At number 26 would have to be The Howling. This is the werewolf movie with Dee Wallace, who everyone knows from E.T. Basically, you have this news reporter who, after a series of traumatic events, goes off to some campsite to essentially heal. And then, well, she gets bitten by a werewolf, and plot twist, she transforms into a werewolf on broad television, and then the movie cuts off just like that.
Sounds very abrupt, and I've not seen this film yet, Daniel, so would you recommend this movie yourself?
Yeah, and as I said, from here on out, not only does this list get very divisive, but I've also become more friendly and positive towards them.
Okay, I'll probably give it a watch then.
Yep. So at number 25, we have Fright Night Part 2, the sequel to the original Fright Night with Chris Sarandon, as well as other actors. This sequel, very much so like Teen Wolf 2, is an example of a film that never needed a sequel, and it renders the first one pointless. But there are some interesting ideas in this movie that I don't feel like get fully explored. And like the first Fright Night, the vampire stuff is always, really cool. You have the original character of Charlie Brewster coming back, and this time he's getting seduced by this female vampire lady instead of the serial killer vampire played by Chris Renton in the original. And so it's an interesting movie to exist, but as I said before, it's a classic example of movies that didn't need a sequel.
Okay.
All right.
And by the way, I'm about to discuss two movies, and I'm going to compare them to a Pixar Abomination that came out last year that tackled the same subject matter. So number 24 is a movie that, honestly, I understand its cult following. I wasn't that crazy about it, but at least I can understand and respect its legacy and why people like it. And I also found it to be a much better story than the Pixar disaster last year that, rhymes in red that I won't mention.
Oh, not that movie.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm not going to say what it is. So number 24 is Ginger Snaps. Plot synopsis. You have these two high school sisters. One of them gets bitten by a werewolf and starts experiencing, werewolf paranoia. And then her other sister is trying to save her. So it essentially takes the idea of werewolf transformation as a metaphor for going through puberty, like what happened last year with that awful disaster Pixar movie, except this one, unlike that Pixar movie, actually does a really good job of it. And like last year, it's told from the female perspective, but as I said, it's a lot more tolerable than the disaster that was last year. And I would give it a mixed positive review for it.
Okay, cool.
And there's also two sequels, but since the sequels weren't included in the list, I just watched the original Ginger Snaps.
Okay, cool.
Random.
At number 23, and the other movie I want to compare to Ginger Snaps is at number 22, but at number 23 is a movie that actually costed under $1 million. Its budget was under $1 million, and yet somehow it's still a really effective little vampire film. At number 23 is Stakeland. This was actually really hard. Yeah, so Stakeland was actually pretty hard for me to watch because it is so unbelievably bleak. It kind of takes the Mad Max approach to where society has collapsed and now there's, very little humans left. Except instead of Mad Max, you have a bunch of vampires. You actually have Danielle Harris from Halloween 4, Halloween 5, The Last Boy Scout, Urban Legend, and, the Rob Zombie remakes in here as the pregnant woman who goes on the adventure. And I think, I always like Danielle Harris, so it's nice seeing her. And as I said, even though this movie's budget was under $1 million, it still uses the money to its advantage, and it's a really effective little thriller.
Nice.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely recommend Stakeland.
Okay, cool. Nice one.
All right, so at number 22, the group average and kind of along the lanes of Ginger Snaps is the original Michael J. Fox Teen Wolf movie.
Great movie. I really liked it.
I still need to watch that.
Yeah, do. It's good.
Yeah, everything Luke just said, it's really good, and I adore Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, he's a legend.
All right, here's one of the more controversial ones here because I'm coming to this from the perspective of an American. What I'm about to discuss is a British film along the lines of the Cornetto trilogy, Lock, Stock, Smoke, and Barrels, and Snatch. At number 21 is Dog Soldiers. So basically you have a bunch of British soldiers who talk like, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, that classic Edgar Wright and Guy Ritchie dialogue. You have all these British soldiers in this one location, this abandoned house somewhere over in England, and werewolves start attacking them. And from the perspective of an American, I was able to get on board with the story, but Dodger Soldiers is quintessentially British. If you enjoyed the Cornell trilogy as well as some of Guy Ritchie's earlier work, like I said with Snatch, Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, I imagine you will have an absolute blast with this. The problem is that since it's quintessentially British, a lot of the jokes, especially from an American perspective, might go over your head. But if you're British, I think you will have an absolute blast with Dog Soldiers.
Nice one.
Let's see if I can watch it.
All right, I'm going to take a 2-minute break, and then I'll tell you guys, the remainder of the list, okay?
All right, cool.
Alright.
Yeah, so if you know what we were talking about before you came on, Daniel, we were talking about Spider-Verse and stuff like that, and also like gaming as well, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can see that an actor we've all lost respect for was actually in the group chat not too long ago.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say his name, though.
Yeah, probably best.
So, yeah, we have a brand new Transformers movie coming out.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah.
I hope it's going to be good. I mean, my first reaction is saying it's better than the Michael Bay movies.
I imagine it's going to be better than Revenge of the Fallen, Age of Extinction, and The Last Night. I can hopefully guarantee that.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Because I like, the original as well as Dark of the Moon. I think they're a lot of fun. It's those other Michael Bay ones that I cannot tolerate, especially Age of Extinction.
Yeah,
I mean, I especially hate The Last Night. I call it the trash night.
yeah, Trash Night will always be the worst Michael Bay movie ever.
One what I've seen, yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's done any worse films than that outside of Transformers, but yeah. I mean, in my opinion, his best film is probably The Rock. If you guys have seen that, The Rock.
I haven't seen it.
It's a really good action film with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage in. It's a really good movie. Underrated it as well, in my opinion.
It's also got a phenomenal cast besides Connery and Nick Cage.
Mm-hmm.
So for the Dark of the Moon, so remains my favorite Michael Bay film.
All right, are you guys ready to continue the list?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
At number 20 is a foreign film, a French film that was actually Sean Chandler's pick. At number 20 is Brotherhood of the Wolf. So essentially, the bald-headed guy from John Wick Chapter 3 plays this, he's the villain, but Brotherhood of the Wolf is a sweeping epic of this kingdom somewhere over in France, and there's this ritual involving the wolves, which is part of their kingdom, and it's, if you like sweeping epics, especially like Braveheart, I think you'll have a good time with Brotherhood of the Wolf. There's no werewolf transformations, but it's got a lot of sweeping epic action scenes and a love story in there as well. It's definitely slower towards the beginning, but I think it gets better by the time it goes along. And the guy from John Wick Chapter 3, bald-headed guy, I think he's an absolute blast in Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Yeah, Mark Dacascos, yeah. Yeah, I see he's in this, yeah. Easy Blaze, that's cool. He was watching Gotham. Nice.
So, at number 19, we have the remake to Fright Night, starring Anton Yelchin, Colin Farrell, David Tennant, and Toni Collette, released 2011. This is an example of a movie that actually deserves to be remade. Not that crappy Fright Night Part 2 sequel, no. The remake to Fright Night is actually pretty damn good because you have Colin Farrell, who clearly committed to the role. He looks physically intimidating, but you also have Anton Yelchin, who's a much better Charlie Brewster than the guy from the original. And then you also have McLovin playing his best friend, and he does a much better Evil Ed impersonation, as far as I'm concerned, over the original. Now, because this is the group averaging, this is obviously not my list. I'm just telling you where the average list is at, but I would say I prefer Fright Night 2011 over the original because of the cast, as well as, I don't know, more of the sort of the modern aesthetic, since, I was alive in 2011. I was not born in 1985. Pretty much. Number 18, This is the Taika Waititi film that he did before Thor Ragnarok. What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, I love that one.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean,
I've not seen it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a, not necessarily a parody, but like a satirical comedy on vampire culture.
Like a mockumentary.
Yeah, like a mockumentary.
Yeah, it's real funny, but still very gory.
It is very gory. I can confirm that.
Oh wow.
So at number 17, another controversial pick, just like with Teen Wolf. At number 17 is John Carpenter's Vampires. You guys can go ahead and look back on the movie section. You guys know that when I was watching it, I was having a hard time deciding if I prefer James Woods in this movie or Disney's Hercules.
Yeah,
And
you
I think
said
what
that, yeah.
Yeah. I think what I absolutely love about Vampires was how just because a movie is simplistic, that doesn't mean it can be executed with excellence. And I think James Woods does an amazing job as our lead protagonist. And I think, yeah, the villain from Karate Kid Part 3 plays our main antagonist in John Carpenter's Vampires. I prefer him in this over Karate Kid Part 3.
Hmm.
At number 16, I know some people here really love this movie. Unfortunately, one of the members of the Autopsy stream really hated it, so that's why it's kind of in the middle. But for the most part, everyone else, including me, thoroughly enjoys this movie. Excuse me. At number 16, we have the original Underworld from 2003.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good movie. In my opinion, it's the best out of that franchise, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's kind of got that Matrix flair to it as well with the black leather and everything.
Yeah, it has, and the fight scenes are quite similar too.
Yeah, that was the only one I've seen two. I haven't seen the other one yet.
So at number 15, this was a...
Wait, what are you saying, Blaze?
Are we talking about Underworld?
Yeah, Daniel's listed on mentioning it on a ranking of these, Creature of the Night movies. 31 of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think Underworld's like a fun flick, really, in my opinion. That's what I'll say about it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
At number 15, I don't have too much to say about this one, but I still go positive on it. Silver Bullet. So you have Corey Haim, a couple years before he was in The Lost Boys, playing this little boy who cannot walk, but his uncle, played by Gary Busey, builds him this motorcycle titled the Silver Bullet. And even though I despise the werewolf design in this movie, I also appreciated that it pays homage to American Werewolf in London in certain parts of it.
That's nice.
And I believe Stephen King wrote the screenplay of it as well. And it makes sense considering it's based on one of his novellas, short stories.
Nice.
At number 14, now, being that I love Squid Game so much, as well as other Korean Netflix content, I would put this movie a little bit higher. At number 14 is a Korean vampire movie, Thirst. You have this Catholic priest who catches this virus that turns him into a vampire, and through his belief system, it's definitely a slow burner, but through his belief system and what his value sets are, it's this really compelling narrative about this priest who's slowly losing his faith while also turning into a vampire. And I think it's a really good Korean movie.
I'll see if I can watch it, yeah.
At number 13, another one that I talked about in the movie section when I was comparing this to John Carpenter's The Thing, 30 Days of Night with Josh Hartnett in the lead role.
Okay, not seen that.
Yeah, as I said in the movie section from a few months ago, I thought this movie did pretty much similar to what John Carpenter's The Thing did, is that it's basically set in Antarctica, and it's 30 Days of Night, which means most of the movie takes place entirely during the nighttime, and you have these bloodthirsty vampires led by, is it Trasker? He was from X-Men Origins Wolverine as a Stryker. The guy who played Stryker in X-Men Origins Wolverine plays our main antagonist, and Danny Hudson. It's pretty gory. Some of it is kind of hard to see because it's close-up, quick cuts, but it's still a really effective little vampire flick, and I would definitely recommend it. And also, the ending is absolute perfection.
Okay. I'll
Right.
probably give it a watch one day then.
At number 12, the new dog on the block, Renfield.
Oh yeah, Renfield. I had a lot of fun watching that.
Yeah, you got Nicolas Cage as Dracula. Nothing else needs to be said because we all know that he can play an absolute perfect Dracula at his age since he's almost 60 and Dracula's supposed to be, an older, menacing vampire. I absolutely loved Renfield.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and as my favorite live action was Ben Schwartz too as well. So far.
So at number 11, and this is the final one I'll discuss before I take another 2-minute break. At number 11 is a film by the name of Daybreakers.
Not seeing that.
Not seen it.
So this is actually a vampire movie with Ethan Hawke, Willem Dafoe, and Sam Neill.
Oh, nice. Well, I'll probably watch it with all the actors.
So it takes a dystopian future aspect of the. Oh, hey, Don.
Yeah, welcome,
hey,
Don.
So as I was saying, Daybreakers takes the dystopian future aspect to where a lot of society on planet Earth is filled with vampires and there's very little humans out there. And one day, this nurse, played by Ethan Hawke, who's also a vampire, finds out that there's a cure for vampires to revert back into human forms. And the leader of the humans is played by Willem Dafoe. Our main antagonist is Sam Neill, and it's really great vampire flick. I definitely recommend Daybreakers, especially for the cast.
Okay, I'll see if I can give it a watch. Yeah, nice one.
All right, I'm going to take a 2-minute break, and then I'll finish off the final 10.
All right, nice one. So yeah, nice to see you, Don. How's your week been?
Good.
That's nice. So yeah, and by the way, Don, I definitely loved your review of Raiders of the Lost Ark. It was definitely a really great review.
All right. Yeah, I'm glad you did.
Yeah, you did really great with it. Yeah. Oh wow, someone's commenting on my Kevin Conroy's Batman video. How nice! Seems a great tribute. Thank you.
Wow, it's 58 minutes of the stream already.
Yeah, 2 hours. Can you believe it? It's gone pretty fast, hasn't it? It's got been fun. We've been talking about Spider-Verse and stuff like that. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So yeah,
I can't wait to rewatch it when it comes out on home video.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it a rewatch and hopefully I'll get it on Blu-ray.
Or even better, Steelbook.
But either way, it'll come on a Blu-ray disc, won't it?
Yeah.
So that'll be amazing. I wonder when they're going to release Shazam Fury of Gods and John Wick 4 onto Blu-ray.
I'm pretty sure Shazam is going to be released sometime next month.
Next month? Okay. Nice one.
And John Wick, I think is coming soon.
Awesome. Can't wait to get those.
I think it's like this month. Later this month, or?
Well, when it comes out, hopefully, I'll get it from HMV in Manchester and I'll be very happy. Hopefully soon I'll see if I can find Hogwarts Legacy to play as well. Yeah, I know I'm on streaming, Blaze. I want to get on Blu-ray though.
Looks.
What are you saying, Don? Sorry.
After Across the Spider-Verse, it looks like we're back into the Infinity War situation again with us, like we were 5 years ago.
What you mean? You mean because there was a cliffhanger, Dom?
Yeah, and now waiting for that other one to come already.
Yeah, I'm very excited for Beyond the Spider-Verse.
All right, are you guys ready for the top 10?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, go for it, Daniel. Tell us.
Yeah,
all right, so at number 10, the group average for this year's 31-31, Interview with the Vampire.
Oh, that was good.
I've not seen that film yet.
It's got a phenomenal cast with Tom Cruise, Antonio Banderas, Brad Pitt, Kirsten Dunst, even a little bit of Thaddeus Newton. Much better than Mission Impossible 2. I have a good time with Interview with the Vampire.
Okay, cool. And that definitely is positive because, as you guys know, I don't like Mission Impossible 2.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's bunch of trash.
Yeah, it's rubbish.
At number 9, we're going to be the Swedish adaptation of this book, Let the Right One In. So, if you guys don't know, there was this Swedish book of the same title, Let the Right One In, about this 300-year-old girl trapped inside of a 12-year-old girl's body who is slowly starting to realize that her caretaker is growing old and she needs someone new. And so she decides to pick on, no, she doesn't pick on, she picks this other boy about her body's age to not only become sort of a friendship, but to also not necessarily enslave him, but she wants to choose him to be her new acquaintance, you know, to give her blood and everything. It's a really great Swedish movie, and then a couple years later, they Americanized it from Matt Reeves called Let Me In.
I see. I see I can watch it one day.
I'm gonna see if I can watch both adaptations.
Yeah, I'll probably watch both and compare them, actually.
Yep. So at number 8, I have one very big negative for this one, but other than that, I've thoroughly enjoyed this one. At number 8, from the guy who directed all 3 of the Godfather movies, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
My favorite Dracula movie of all time. I
I've-
love it.
I've still not seen it yet, though, guys.
And honestly, Luke, that was my favorite role, Gary Oldman of all time.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, he nailed it as Dracula.
Well, I'll bear that in mind when I check it out myself.
And of course, and also Keanu Reeves is also pretty good in that.
I'm a favorite actor. Well, I'll definitely watch it for him too.
Yeah, and also, since I was trashing on Van Helsing earlier today, I think Anthony Hopkins does a much better job as Van Helsing than Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I actually agree with that.
Well, I'll be sure to check this out one day, yeah. Although personally, I'm not really much a fan of Francis as a person because of the people he supports, but I'll still probably watch this for him because he makes great films.
So, as far as my negative concerned, I don't mind Keanu Reeves in the role, but my biggest bad quality with this film is that Keanu's role was originally supposed to be given to Johnny Depp, but when I know that behind the scenes there was some studio interference where they forced Francis Ford Coppola to cast Keanu Reeves when instead they were going for Johnny Depp, that's my only bad quality.
Okay.
So at number 7, this is actually from the...
And so sorry, I got to interrupt. And another great thing about Bram Stoker's Dracula is that pretty much 99% of the special effects were practical.
Really? That's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing what Gary Oldman can do in makeup.
I mean, I've already seen him with makeup in Hannibal, and yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing him in this too.
At number 7, speaking of Keanu Reeves, this is from the same director of Point Break, and that is 1987's Near Dark. This is the vampire movie western starring Bill Paxton and Lance Henriksen as the bad guys. When I was watching this, I actually realized that I would much rather live... If I had to choose a vampire world to live in, I would choose this one, because if I got turned into a vampire, the only thing I would need to do to become a vampire is to have a blood transfusion. Someone inject blood similar to my own blood type. I believe I'm O negative, and then they will overturn all of the vampire systems, and I will be human again.
That's actually pretty easy, isn't it, to convert back to a human, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I would not want to be a vampire. I will take a werewolf any day over a vampire.
I think I'll stick to being human, thanks.
Yeah, obviously, of course, if I'll stick to being human, but if I had to choose one, I would go werewolf, because at least when you're a werewolf, you only transform once every month. When you're a vampire, that's life, and I absolutely hate that.
Yeah.
So at number 6, and honestly, even though I do prefer the remake, this movie definitely deserves being this high on the list. At number 6 will be the original Fright Night. Basically, you know, a teenager has got himself a girlfriend, and a single mother finds out that his next door neighbor is a vampire, and he recruits this television personality guy. In the original, it's from Hollywood, and in the remake, it's David Tennant from Las Vegas, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I think the remake takes place in Las Vegas. But anyway, Rabbit Trail aside, this is a classic vampire story, and great practical effects, great world building and everything. Fright Night deserves its placement for being one of the greatest vampire stories of all time. And also, Chris Sarandon, I feel like, is a very underappreciated character actor. I absolutely love him.
Well, I'll be sure to check it out one day, see what I think of it.
At number 5, I don't think I have too much to say since we've already discussed this, is An American Werewolf in London. Phenomenal film.
Yeah, it's great.
At number 4, one that I've always talked about being my favorite George Clooney live-action performance, From Dusk Till Dawn.
I still need to watch that movie.
Yeah, it's good.
And now we're in our top 3. As you
Ooh.
guys know, I have not discussed the Blade films, the first 2 Blade films. I've already discussed the trashy Blade Trinity, but I haven't mentioned the first 2. So you guys will be happy to know that the first 2 Blade movies made it into the top 3 group average.
Awesome. I mean, I can't say I blame you, Daniel, because I love the first 2 Blade movies.
And they're masterpieces.
Mm-hmm.
Ozzy's coming.
Okay, cool. Daniel, tell us your top 3, will you, before Ozzy comes, yeah?
So, top 3, the group average. At number 3 is the original Blade. At number 2 is the Lost Boys. At number 1, the group average was Blade 2.
So they prefer a sequel, do they?
So, the way it worked is that with the original Blade, Brian Lomax had it at 10, Uncle Sean had it at number 1, Cody had it at 4, and CP had it at number 10. Yeah, Brian and CP had it at 10, and Sean had it at number 1, obviously. Blade 2, however, Brian had it at 6, Sean had it at 3, Cody had it at 3, and CP had it at 12. And so when you factor in those averages, Blade 2 had a more significantly higher score than the first Blade, but then again, all of us, the Autopsy Stream and everyone here thinks the original Blade is a masterpiece. It's just that the way the averaging works out, Blade 2 came out on top.
I see. Well, if I was to do this ranking, or Daniel, but I can't because I've not seen all these films you talked about, I would probably put Blade as number 1. So that's my favorite vampire movie I've seen so far.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Mother Effer's always trying to ice skip up a hill.
Ozzy's here, yay!
Hey,
Nice to see you here, Ozzy. How you doing?
I missed you.
So much better right now.
Yeah,
Ozzy,
before you came on, Ozzy, Shadow said you're in a bad mood, sadly, so yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'll explain in the after party.
Yeah, it's fine, yeah, you tell us the after party, yeah?
Yeah, because Ozzy, what you told me was very worrying.
Yeah, but so much better right now, and it's a good thing that you mentioned Blade, because you guys know I finished watching the Blade movies this week.
And Ozzy, I know that you saw the first one, and I wanted to ask as well, what did you think when you saw Blade 2 for the first time?
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah. In my opinion, it's the last good Blade film we're ever going to get, guys. In my opinion, the last good one.
Yeah.
And
Thanks a lot, you.
yeah, and Ozzy, while you were off the stream, did you by any chance watch it? So you saw what I got this week.
No, I didn't.
All right, well, I'll give you a quick summary then. So, in terms of figures, I got another figure of a Joker from Batman 3 Jokers comic line, I think it is. And I got several Blu-rays, and you could probably say this whole week was about Batman because I got loads of Batman stuff, such as the animated film called Batman Gotham by Gaslight, which has Bruce Greenwood as Batman in. Then also as well, the two-parter being the Dark Knight Returns two-parter with Peter Waller as Batman, RoboCop himself as Batman.
That's cool.
Yeah. Then also Batman and Harley Quinn, which has Kevin Conroy as Batman, rest in peace. Then also as well, Batman the Killing Joke, which has Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill in it as well, which is pretty cool.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Oh, you've seen it, Ozzy? What do you think of it?
Really dark.
Well, I'm not surprised because the comic is definitely really dark. And Ozzy, to wrap things up, I got a Blu-ray collection of Batman Beyond the series.
Ooh, nice.
And Ozzy, I know you'll be happy about this because it comes with a DVD, Return of the Joker, the movie.
Oh, that's a good movie.
And did you say that scared you as well?
Mostly Joker scared me.
Well, I can see why. Yeah. And of course, Ozzy, while you were gone, we also talked about Spider-Verse as well. Like, that sequel was so great, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. It really delivered.
Yeah, I really can't wait for Beyond the Spider-Verse coming in March next year. Really can't wait for it.
Yeah, people say the cliffhanger reminded them of Empire Strikes Back, but personally, I feel like the cliffhanger mostly, in my opinion, reminded me more of John Wick 2's cliffhanger.
Yeah.
That's mine, though.
Yeah, I don't think it kind of reminded me of both movies.
Well,
Yeah.
I think probably anything, of cliffhangers in general, really, it can remind you of, yeah, but I'm not going to spoil what happens, though, because of people even not seen it. Like Liv, for example. Hey, Liv.
Oh, hey, Liv, by the way.
Yeah, nice to you here.
I mean, if you want to hear my opinion, I'm going to side with people that go with Empire Strikes Back.
It's similar in a way, yeah. It ends on like a note where, it sets up what's going to come in a hopeful way. Hopeful, I say.
But yeah, honestly, guys, the animation was mind blowing.
Yeah, it was. I love how it changed when you went in different universes. That was a very good detail. Yeah,
And this movie also has my favorite voice roles of many actors.
Yeah, my favorite voice roles are people like Daniel Kaluuya, for example, who plays Spider-Punk.
And also it has my favorite voice role of Dopinder's actor.
Yeah, didn't he play Spider-Man of India, Shadow?
Yeah, the Indian.
Yeah, I thought that name Karan Soni sounded familiar. Yeah, it's Dopinder. Yeah.
Wait, it's the Japanese Spider-Man in the movie.
He is played in that Spider Society. You can see him in that, yeah, like in a trailer. And also, guys, if you guys have seen the trailer, you'll be aware that it does feature the PS4 Spider-Man and the Spectacular Spider-Man from the show. When those two appeared in the film, I clapped.
My jaw dropped out of the floor.
Yeah, I clapped because I think those Spider-Men deserve more recognition, especially Spectacular Spider-Man, in my opinion. Because that's my favorite. Because George Keaton's my favorite voice actor of Spider-Man, guys, so far. So yeah, Ozzy, how did you react to Spectacular Spider-Man appearing?
Oh, I cheered.
Yeah, I was very happy about that. And how did you guys?
Everybody else in my theater cheered.
Nice one. How did you react to PS4 Spider-Man appearing?
Same thing. Cheered too.
Nice one. Yeah, but I'm not going to reveal it anymore, guys. We can all talk about trailer stuff, yeah. And I think Spot was a good villain too as well.
Man, and who knew that an unknown villain could be such a great one?
Yeah, because I barely know him actually. I think I only know him from the 1994 animated series. I think, but yeah, wow, he was good in this though.
And Spot is not my favorite role of Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah, Sam. I don't think I've seen Jason Schwartzman in any other roles, guys. Actually, that ring a bell.
You said Jason Schwartzman.
Jason Schwartzman, yeah, he plays Spot in the film, Daniel. Yeah.
Yeah, he appears in a lot of Wes Anderson movies.
Does he? Okay, I'll see what he's been in. Yeah, I'll Google him. Jason Schwartzman.
He was in Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yes, he was. I've just seen it now. He's also been in the Grand Budapest Hotel and also Isle of Dogs and the French Dispatch. And he's going to be in Asteroid City as well as upcoming movie.
Oh yeah, he was also in that. I can't remember the name, but from about 250 years ago, the former king of France, Marie Antoinette, who was the wife of the former. They made a biopic of her with Kirsten Dunst, and Jason Schwartzman was in it.
Yeah, did he play King Louis, Daniel?
I believe so.
Yeah, that was a film called. Yeah, the film was literally called Marie Antoinette. Yeah.
I'm gonna see them one day.
Yes. Aside from Spider-Man, the only other movie I've seen Jason in was in Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, he's in that too. Someone called.
Someone
called Gideon Graves. He plays. Yeah, and he was also as well in a Christmas movie released onto Netflix called Claus as well, which has J.K. Simmons as Santa in. You've always Santa in that. Yeah, he's in that too.
That movie was freaking amazing.
Yeah, underrated too, in my opinion. That was underrated. Not a lot of people seem to talk about it.
He was also in the. He was also in the biopic for Walt Disney starring Tom Hanks from 2013, Saving Mr. Banks.
I've still not seen that.
Movie.
I've still not seen it yet. Would you guys recommend it?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I would too. It's not just about Walt. It's also like the making of Mary Poppins as well.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'll be sure to.
I highly recommend it.
I mean, I know. I think, of course, that's why it's called Mr. Banks, isn't it? Because Banks is, of course, a character in Mary Poppins, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah.
I see Emma Thompson in as well, so is Paul Giamatti and Colin Farrell as well. That's pretty cool. Lots of good actors in this. So And oh yeah, Daniel. Before you came on, I was gonna say as well, but after I've watched this Halo series for people's benefit, I'll be watching Tulsa King.
All right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I heard it had good reviews, and I want to watch it because Sylvester Stallone earned my respect when he slammed Walkness.
You know, I really do think it's a tragedy that both Stallone and Kevin Costner got amazing television, whereas Arnie just failed at it.
Yeah, with Fubar, of course. Yeah, which I refuse to watch because it looks like absolute trash.
I definitely recommend Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. Is that what Kevin
Yeah.
Costner's in?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll
It's,
see if I can watch it then.
it's wrapping up its final season in a couple months, I believe.
Okay, cool. Shadow, I know you spoke highly of this show, which is on HBO. Would you recommend Westworld?
Yeah, the first season is good. Season 2, it's okay. I have not seen all season 3.
Okay, well, I'll see if I can give it a watch then, yeah, one day. And after I've watched...
You will be happy to know that Anthony Hopkins is in season 1.
Yeah, I heard he's in my isn't also James Marsden in the series too, Shadow?
Yeah, he is.
Nice one.
And it also has my favorite role of Tessa Thompson.
I was just about to say that. I was about to ask you about it, yeah, and you've just convinced to me. Nice one. So, and also, guys...
The music from Rami Jawad is also pretty good.
Oh, nice. Oh, when you say that, though, Shadow, would you say that your favorite song by him is still music from Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite soundtrack by him too. When it comes to shows, though, guys, after I've watched Tulsa King, I'll then be watching the Netflix Turbo series because I heard that series was better than the movie it's based on.
That is very sad to hear.
Yeah, because as you guys know, I personally don't like the Turbo DreamWorks movie from 2013. I'm personally not a fan of it. In my opinion, it's just a knockoff of Cars, but with snails instead.
Like, seriously, that movie's so terrible.
And it also does the whole cliche of like someone who you look up to being the villain, where it was that race car driver called Guy Gagnon. It literally takes a cliche from your favorite Pixar film, Shadow 2, with Charles Muntz.
Honestly, that movie was just so terrible, and the villain pathetic.
I personally prefer Bill Hayden over roles, guys. Like, in my opinion, while I'm not much of a fan of It Chapter 2 that much, I think it's okay. I think he was the best part of it, in my opinion, Bill Hader.
Oh, he was.
Because he was so funny. He was so funny.
Speaking of television, his TV show Barry, that while I personally haven't seen, I know Barry's just a very popular TV show he was doing with Henry Winkler.
Oh, Henry Winkler, nice.
Yeah, it ran for 4 seasons. I'm able to watch it since it's on HBO, so I'll definitely give it a watch one day.
Nice one.
I will show as well.
So yeah, next week, guys, I'll of course be watching Transformers. Hope it's gonna be good.
We love it.
Yeah.
They will deliver.
Yeah, so far, guys, my third movie released this year is Sisu, that Finnish war movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie
absolutely loved it.
Yeah, that was absolutely awesome. I loved it. Definitely my favorite movie of the year so far. If you guys wondering what it's like a John Wick movie, but it's set in Finland during the World War. It's actually just absolutely awesome. It's a lot of fun.
You know what I also appreciate? As you guys know, when I was talking about the 31 and 31 just a few minutes ago, I mentioned Brotherhood of the Wolf, and I also mentioned Let the Right One In, and I also mentioned what was that final one? Thirst, the Korean film. All of those are non-American. They're foreign films, and yet, like Sisu, all of them are great in their own ways.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. I mean, I think the same could be said in terms of TV show territory with regards to Squid Game as well, because that show's Korean, isn't it, Daniel, of course?
Yeah, with very few English words thrown into it.
Yeah, I think the only character in that show that speaks English in the, original language, which you can select on Netflix, I picked the original language, which was, of course, Korean, and I think only the overseer spoke English, didn't he, if you pick, the original dub when it comes to the main characters. And then of course, those cat mask people as well, who I personally hated.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're called
100%.
Yeah, those VIP people who wore cat masks. They were just a pointless addition to the show. They were so annoying. They took away the entertainment for me.
I appreciated the fact that when a certain character was able to get one of them into a room by himself and hold a gun to his head.
Yeah, and I can also say as well that the overseer in that show is also my favorite role of Lee Byung-hun as well.
Oh yeah, I think he speaks a little bit of English to the cat masking people as well.
He does, yeah. That's what I said, Daniel, because there's parts of the show where he speaks English because he calls them, doesn't he, at some point?
And I definitely prefer Lee at Squid Game than I do in those G.I. Joe duology from 12 years ago.
Yeah, personally, guys, in my opinion, those films aren't really that good, in my opinion. But the only best part of them, in my opinion, is probably Snake Eyes.
You also got a couple cast members that I appreciate, like, you know, Dwayne Johnson and Channing Tatum. Oh, shoot, what was that one? Ray Stevenson, also,
Yeah.
who passed away recently.
Yeah, he's in the second one as Firefly, yeah. And in the first one, you've got Sienna Miller as well. But personally, Daniel, I like Sienna Miller more in American Sniper than I do in G.I. Joe 1.
Oh, yeah, I agree 100%.
So
I've only seen the first G.I. Joe film.
Well done. It's probably best for you don't see the second one. The second one, in my opinion, is terrible. I mean, one thing I'll say to you, though, probably make you want to avoid it, is it does Alien 3 cliche.
I've heard, that's why I didn't see it.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing if you don't see it. It's rubbish. Like, I think it tries to be a sequel and a reboot at the same time, and it goes horribly wrong.
Wait, to be fair, G.I. Joe never interested me in the first place, to be honest. Yeah, me neither.
I might probably just watch, the animated stuff from G.I. Joe, where it all started. I heard that are good reviews.
The only thing from G.I. Joe I've seen so far is Robot Chicken.
Oh, yeah, we're Chicken, aren't they?
Speaking of G.I. Joe animated, I believe the original animated movie that was theatrically released in the 80s originally had Channing Tatum's character Duke die at the very end, but then they changed it after the 1986 Transformers movie went so horribly wrong with killing off all the Optimus Prime and everyone else, so they changed it to where Nukem survived by having someone in the background going, "Don't worry, Nukem's gonna be okay. You don't need to worry about him dying." They literally do that in the animated movie.
I'll see if I can watch an animated movie then, yeah. See what I think of it.
And also, Don, even though you are making the right choice and avoiding retaliation since it does the Alien 3 cliche, then again, though, even though I personally was never a fan of Rise of Cobra either, and so it personally, I don't know, didn't really make me angry, though, because both of the movies I didn't care for.
Yeah, didn't really like the first one either.
Yeah, in my opinion, the films just aren't good, in my opinion.
Just never liked the franchise really at all.
I don't really care much about it, guys, to be honest. I'll probably just watch this animated movie, and probably if there's any cartoon shows, I'll probably watch those too, because I heard they had good reviews. So, yeah. I just think, it's a shame that those live-action films were disappointing, and I also heard as well that that they did like a spin-off about Snake Eyes, but had very bad reviews, so I thankfully refused to watch it.
Yeah, I saw that in theaters, and I also did not like that.
Yeah, Don, you included it on your top worst films of 2021, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, rightfully so from what I've heard about it, because apparently it completely takes away the whole, purpose of who Snake Eyes is as a character. It takes away his mystery, doesn't it? So, yeah. Oh yeah, Ozzy. While you were not on the stream as well, we also discussed the redub. It's finished and has been uploaded actually. But we're going to watch if Alexander's free, of course, because we can't watch it without him, can we?
No, we can't.
Alex is online right now, so he might be.
Well, ask him, Blaze. Ask him if he wants to watch it with us.
Okay, let me ask him.
Yeah, go for it. Go and ask him. Because I'm sure he would love to watch it with us, because he's of course a cast member of our project. So yeah.
Alright, send the message. Let's see what he says.
Nice one. And also, Blaze, when you, of course, made this reader, would you say that, in your opinion, this is where I gave my best performance as Thanos so far?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. That's very kind to say. I really appreciate that.
And also, in this video, the non-voice is as well.
That's cool. I'll look forward to hearing him, yeah, in this. So yeah, if any guys watching this are going to be watching Across the Spider-Verse, you're going to be in for a treat. It's a great movie. Yeah. And also, Don, you know how you said you're going to be rewatching Mario, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. Would you say that it's made you like the movie more now than you did the first time you saw it?
Yeah.
Nice one. So would you say that your score's changed for it now?
Yeah, now it's an 8.5.
Nice one. That's cool.
Oh, by the way, since it's now been a year since the whole disaster came out, I wanted to remind you guys of something I mentioned a year ago. So, I believe everyone here except me has seen the Patrick Warburton Lightyear animated cartoon back in the day, right?
Well, I saw it when I was a kid, yeah.
I saw it too.
And I saw the movie as well, which has Tim Allen voice in both from that cartoon as well.
I've seen the movie, not the Warburton show, though.
The show's
Just
great.
the movie.
The show's great.
So, admittedly, I unfortunately wasn't able to watch either one of them since they weren't at my disposal, but something that I got for my birthday, thanks to my grandparents about 13, 14-ish years ago, was the DVD box set for the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, starring Sean Patrick Flannery as the 16 to 21 interpretation of Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I need to watch that one day. Really need to give it a watch.
So when I bought the when my grandma gave me the box set years ago, I watched it. I didn't appreciate the fact that George Lucas apparently retconned the ending and removed it from the DVD set, and so I had to look online for the original ending. But with that said, I thought it was a really well done TV show miniseries, and as Shadow already pointed out, Carrie Fisher actually wrote one of the episodes.
That's cool.
Yeah, because of that and that alone, that makes me want to watch the show a bit more.
Yeah, I also wanted to watch it as well because Harrison Ford actually guest stars in it at one point as an older Indiana Jones, at the age of 50. And also as well, guys, when it comes to, villains and all that, and there's loads of them in this and loads of historical figures too. And there's lots of guest stars such as Christopher Lee and also as well Michael Gough and also Ian McDiarmid as well, and among many others.
And also for a lot of people, before Kingdom of the Crystal Soul came out, their canonical Indiana Jones ending was a 93-year-old Indiana Jones with an eye patch watching the sunset fall down as he sits in his New Mexico home.
Yeah, I believe they regard it as the true end of a franchise. So yeah, I'll be sure to see it and see what I think of it.
Yeah, I don't understand why George Lucas cut it out of the box set, at least from what I heard from the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I wonder why, but so far though, guys, I'll always go The Last Crusade as the end of a franchise, though, so far.
Well,
So yeah, that's me.
same,
That's me.
yes.
Always will be the end of it. Just a beautiful ending right there. With doesn't do any stupid cliches or anything like that. Just a happy ending of Indiana Jones riding on his horse with his father, reunited, but they found the treasure they were looking for. Just beautiful right there. Timeless in every way.
Oh, fun fact.
They could have put the wedding. They should have put the wedding scene in The Last Crusade as well. Like that's one of the scenes I liked of Kingdom. And
yeah, well, Dom, the thing is, but I'd also edit some things out of that, such as the stupid hat scene, because I didn't want Mutt to be the next Indiana Jones, and also I'd remove all the goofy jokes and all that, and I'd also have more guests at a wedding who we know of there as well, such as like for example, Short Round, for example, making a cameo appearance or something.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Maybe even Willie too, but make her not annoying, of course.
Oh yeah,
like a silent cameo.
However, I think I would rather watch Willie over the female lead we're getting in that fifth one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Who's played by an actress we all hate.
Yeah, because she wants to put feminism in everything she's in, doesn't she? Of course.
And also, not only that, she loves destroying these franchises.
Yeah, she does. I mean, take a look at Solo, for example, because she plays a very annoying Karen droid in that, who I hated when I saw the movie.
And now she apparently wants to ruin Tomb Raider next.
Yeah, isn't she playing Lara Croft, Shadow, from what I've heard?
No,
No. She's not actually going to star in that.
Wait, is she going to star in it? Is she going to star in it?
No, she's not.
Good.
But
what's she going to do to ruin Tomb Raider then, Shadow?
I don't know. Maybe put in a lot of local ideology in it. I don't know.
Well, that's unfortunate.
And here's what I will say. All I'm going to say is that if I was in Solo and I was with her droid, I literally would have gone like, if you said one word, I swear I will personally dismantle you.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, she did get dismantled in a painful way, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that,
Yeah, it was
that's
very,
fine.
it was very satisfying. So good riddance to her for that. And so yeah, I'll gladly watch Willie over her because at least as well in the final part of Temple of Doom, she becomes more likable as well. Willie does.
Yeah.
So there is that, of course.
As far as the female from Indiana Jones 3, I definitely don't want to see her in the wedding since she already died.
Well, yeah, well, Daniel, she's not going to because she's dead. Of course, she's not going to be there.
Yeah, she's the only female protagonist that is technically belonging into the the evil bad guy Nazis.
Well, she's a villain, so yeah, of course she is. She's a villain.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Her characterization makes no sense. At first, she's a twist villain. Then she just goes back to being a love interest within no reason.
Maybe she
Some weird
was.
reason.
Maybe she was desperate for her life, weren't she, when she was hanging on the crevice? But of course, she fell to death because she was obsessed with the Grail, weren't she? Yeah. Pretty confusing.
Yep.
Thankfully,
Of course,
thankfully, of course, Henry Jones Sr., told Innie to let it go, of course, and yeah, they found their true treasure, didn't they?
Yeah, he realized the Grail wasn't the treasure he was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
He was reuniting with his son. That was the real treasure the whole time.
Mm-hmm. And that's why it was a beautiful ending right there. So yeah, and I'll probably watch this show. We'll see what I think of it.
I'm planning to watch it too.
Yeah.
Oh, I will for sure watch it.
Yeah, I'll definitely give it a watch.
Since I know you're boycotting Disney right now, I recommend you buy the really expensive DVD box set.
I'll find ways to watch it, Daniel. Don't worry.
No problem.
Yeah. And just out of curiosity, Daniel, have you by any chance seen the Halo TV show?
I tried watching it, and I just ended up, just skipping through it since honestly, the first 2 episodes kind of lost me, and I did want to see how it ended, but it was over a year ago, and I don't remember anything about it.
Well, I can't blame for skipping it because after the first episode, like action scene which Chief does, it just gets really boring. Barely anything happens really to make it Halo.
Yeah, I can understand why Jay thought it was really good. I don't know, it just wasn't my taste.
I mean, he doesn't think it's a masterpiece by any means, Daniel, because he does have his issues with such as Quan, the character, for example, being, undeveloped and annoying, which I definitely agree with because she is very annoying.
Oh shoot, what's his name? Bolcom from Michael Bay's The Rock as well as Spider-Man Homecoming. I didn't like the fact that he was wasted in that TV show either.
Oh, Bokeem Woodbine.
Yes, Bokeem Woodbine.
Yeah, he was, unfortunately, yeah, as Sauron, yeah. Wasting his time in it, yeah. And he doesn't really do much so far. I've only seen 4 episodes and he's done barely anything. Like, as a Halo fan, guys, I live for the action and there's barely any of it in this show. It's just drama and all that. And in my opinion, guys, Master Chief doesn't even feel like Master Chief in this show. It doesn't feel like him at all, in my opinion.
It ain't plagiarism if you include Ray Donovan's brother. That's what I'll say about it.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, no offense to Pablo Schreiber, guys, but in my opinion, he doesn't embody Master Chief, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. And also, in case you guys didn't catch my joke, since I personally despise X-Men Origins Wolverine, I no longer like Liev Schreiber's Sabretooth, and I much prefer him in the TV show he did, Ray Donovan.
Well, I'll see if we can watch it one day, Daniel.
It's a really good show, even though my favorite performance of him is from the first 2 Scream movies.
Oh, yeah, it's Cotton Weary, yeah.
Yeah, since he was shown on the TV in the first Scream movie, and then in Scream 2, they promoted him to, co-leads.
Yeah. And of course, when it comes to, when it comes, of course, to his show, of course, his brother Pablo is Master Chief. Yeah, that's where the Ray Donovan joke comes from, of course. But I don't know why, but his voice reminds me too much of the Mandalorian's voice a little bit for some reason.
The Mandalorian Chief.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mandalorian.
Pretty much. And what's also worse is he takes off his helmet a lot in the show. And episode 2 literally has him unmasked throughout the whole episode. So it basically feels like Judge Dredd 995 all over again.
Yeah, that's not Master Chief.
Yeah, it's dreadful. Really is. So yeah, And it just gets so boring, guys, too. But yeah, hopefully I'll have a better time watching Tulsa King, though.
Wait, what? So he has no mask the whole time?
Yeah, Blaze, in episode 2, he doesn't wear a mask at all throughout the episode.
Yeah, that ain't Master Chief. That's Loser.
Yeah, it's not Chief at all.
Loser Chief.
Yeah, Loser Chief. Good one.
Nearly done editing God of War.
Nice one. I mean, I think this Halo show could probably be an example of when, of course, something follows the video game curse, in which when you adapt it to live action, it can go horribly wrong. Thankfully, an example of ones they didn't do were probably the Sonic films and also Mortal Kombat 995 as well, in my opinion, have been good.
Mario.
Well, that's
Super
and
Mario.
shout out to talk about live action.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, and I heard that one was panned too, the 993 movie.
Don't watch it. That's all I will say.
I'm not going to. Why should I watch it? I mean, Ozzy, based on the politics, it doesn't even look like Mario and Luigi. It just looks like two regular plumbers.
It's a lot worse. That's all I will say.
And Ozzy, I do know about the whole, surname being Mario and all that because I know how to create a clip on it where he reacts to it. Mario.
Yeah, I thought that was really ridiculous.
Yeah, it's stupid, isn't it? I can see why he was getting mad about that.
I feel like how Nintendo kind of referenced that in Super Mario Odyssey.
Well, in a joke, I did, but that's cool.
Yeah, because you know how when people wear sports uniforms, it has their last name on the back?
Oh, yeah. Does it do Mario?
Yep, it does it when you put on his American football outfit.
That's actually pretty funny, that. And when it comes, of course, to other live action stuff which went horribly wrong, I think another example is probably as well Resident Evil as well.
Oh, by a lot.
Yeah, because
that's a good example.
Yeah, because personally, guys, I'm not a fan of Mila Jovovich movies. I'm personally not a fan of them at all, and I've not seen Welcome to a Casino, and never will because I'm not interested at all. I know Blaze, you hate it, didn't you?
Yeah, it's trash. Don't watch it.
I'm not going to. Don't worry. And also, guys, I also flat out refuse to watch the Netflix Resident Evil series because I love Lance Reddick as an actor, guys, and I don't want to badmouth him at all. I don't want to badmouth Lance Reddick. He's a great actor. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that's Blade. That's not Albert Wesker.
Yeah, because get this, guys. The actual Albert Wesker in that show just looks like Blade. Which is just ridiculous. That's not Wesker at all. It's Blade.
Indeed.
Yeah. But I will say, though, that, when I see him in that costume and the wig and all that and the sunglasses, I think he probably would have made a good Blade, Lance.
Yeah.
But personally, all guys, no one, in my opinion, can play Blade other than Wesley Snipes, in my opinion.
Yep, no one.
In my opinion, he is Blade.
The only Blade.
Yeah, one of the greatest castings of all time, in my opinion, for superheroes and all that in comic book history.
Perfect casting.
Yeah. If you guys wondering what in my opinion, the worst video game live action movie I've seen so far is, it's probably Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Oh yeah, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, screw that.
Sorry, I had to take a phone call with a friend of mine.
No, it's fine, Daniel. You must have been busy. We were just talking about video game adaptations, how it can go horribly wrong in live action.
Oh yeah, one that have very distinct memories for me is the Michael Fassbender Assassin's Creed thing.
Yeah, I think that movie is a bit mediocre in my opinion, but Michael was probably the best part of it in my opinion, alongside people like Jeremy Irons, for example.
I remember my brother watched it in theaters back in 2016.
I mean, I think it's okay, but I think the games are way more superior in my opinion. Most of the games, of course, because I hate Assassin's Creed Odyssey, of course.
Yeah, I absolutely adore the first 3 Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, me too. I especially love Ezio's trilogy. By my opinion, it's at its best, in my opinion, the Ezio trilogy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Daniel, I said as all that, in my opinion, the worst video game live action movie I've seen so far is Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah. And Ozzy, I can already guess for you from the worst one so far is Mario 1, isn't it? For 993, isn't it?
It is.
Well, I can't say blame because I heard it was panned on release, that movie.
Now, I don't want to pick on Australia. I have nothing but love and respect for Australia, but I
Mm.
recently found out that they are one of the few countries that have the ability to print out a Super Mario Brothers 1993 Blu-ray, kind of like what Spain does with True Lies. Like, there's only a handful of countries out there that have a DVD copy, a Blu-ray copy of True Lies, and for Australia, apparently they're doing this for Super Mario Brothers 1993. And I don't know about you guys, but I refuse to buy it.
Well, I'm going to see it. Don't worry. When it comes to True Lies, Daniel, is it not released in America on Blu-ray or something?
No, it has never been released on Blu-ray.
That's strange. I think it deserves to be released on Blu-ray. I mean, in my opinion, it's James Cameron's last good movie.
It also hasn't been released in the UK or France.
That's very surprising. So when you watched it on your Spanish Blu-ray, Daniel, was it in English?
No, it was in Spanish, but like all Blu-rays, I was able to switch the audio to normal English.
Oh, that's good.
Mentiras eras gatas. That's what it means in Spanish.
Yeah, I saw that on the cover that you showed. Yeah, when you got it.
Hey, Ramon just joined us.
Oh, welcome, Amund.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
And I see that you're feeling a lot better since last week.
Yeah, I feel better.
That is excellent.
Yeah,
That is-
that makes me happy.
I'm still a little bit snory and still cough, but I'm
that's
good.
I mean, you sound better based on your voice, so that's good.
Yeah.
Ramon, I cough pretty much all the time, so and I'm feeling just fine.
So yeah, the one if you wonder what you missed while you were gone, we were talking about Spider-Verse because we saw it, yesterday and Thursday and all that, and it was definitely a great movie. Have you not seen it yet, Ramond?
Well, I was going to see it today, but then I got invited to a friend to his house, so it got
A change of plan.
no.
A change of plan.
Yeah, I got a change of plan.
Yeah, but Ramon, when you see it, you'll love it.
Yeah, it's
I'm
great.
sure. And also, Sean Chandler was 100% right about this movie. Like it was the one wild roller coaster ride.
Yeah, it was pretty insane, mind blowing. But yeah, I'm not going to spoil it, but of course, so you're definitely in for a treat.
I also think it's my 5th favorite movie by Sony Pictures Animation now.
Nice one. I was going
to say something about True Lies.
yeah,
I'm
I'll
going to add that on my watch list since there's actors in here that I want to see in the movie.
Yeah, it's good. It's got a good cast of actors in it. You got Arnie as a main character once again, and Jamie Lee Curtis as well, and Bill Paxton, may rest in peace, among many others too.
I think Bill's the main reason why I want to go watch it.
Yeah, do. You watch for him. Yeah, he's good in it.
And you also have the chick from the Mike Myers Wayne Worlds movies, Tiara Kara.
I don't know who she is, I'm afraid.
So you've never seen Wayne's World?
No, I've not seen Wayne's World, no.
I've seen it. That's a really great Mike Myers comedy.
I'll see if I can watch it then. I mean, Daniel, I know that the T-1000 cameo's in it, but at one point, which I think is pretty hilarious, Bo.
Yeah.
Where he, of course, stops on his motorbike and he says to Wayne, "Have you seen this boy?"
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I saw that clip as well.
Yeah, it's pretty funny about it. Robert Patrick's a legend. I love how he does his cameos for fun as a T-1000.
Speaking of Robert Patrick, you guys remember about an hour ago when I was talking about From Dusk Till Dawn?
Is he in that, Daniel?
So, and also, whenever mentioning to you guys about how there's a couple of movies from the 31 and 31 that had unnecessary sequels, From Dusk Till Dawn, as well as John Carpenter's Vampires, has 2 direct-to-video sequels. Robert Patrick was in From Dusk Till Dawn too.
Oh, wow.
And were these sequels awful? I know.
I mean, I don't know since I've never seen them.
I mean, did they have good reviews, Daniel?
I mean, since they were direct-to-video, I can't imagine they would have positive reviews, but it's nice to know Robert Patrick, because the year previous, 1999 was when From Dusk Till Dawn 2 was released. The year previous, he was in Robert Rodriguez's The Faculty with Josh Hartnett, Elijah Wood, Famke Janssen, and oh shit, I'm forgetting her name, but it's this high school Invasion of the Body Snatchers movie where aliens take over the high school, and you have a bunch of these students led by Josh Hartnett and Elijah Wood taking, their stance against the aliens. Robert Patrick plays the high school football coach, and actually, someone in real life who is best friends with Sean Chandler is an extra in that movie since it was shot in Austin, Texas, which
That's
is
cool.
Robert Rodriguez's hometown.
That's cool.
So yeah, I definitely recommend The Faculty.
What else you can go watch then? Yeah, nice one.
It's also kind of nice that this year we're having a bit of a Josh Hartnett renaissance because he, of course, started out in the industry in 1998 with Halloween Water, age 20, and then he was in The Faculty. Then he started getting a little bit more traction by appearing in Michael Bay's Pearl Harbor. He does a movie with Harrison Ford. He was in 30 Days a Night, like I said, and then it kind of feels like he took a little bit of a hiatus. And then he was in Operation Fortune, and now he's going to appear in Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer.
Nice one. Yeah, I think I might watch Oppenheimer probably. When it comes onto streaming down, because I heard it's a long movie. So yeah.
Apparently, it's rated R.
Rated R. Yeah, I heard it is. Yeah, for the first 20 years apparently, according to what I've been hearing about it.
Yeah. Since I'm kind of tired of 3-hour movies, not that I'm against them, I'll have to decide whether or not I see this in the theater. I'll just, like you said, wait until streaming, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm still deciding on that one. I haven't made my decision yet.
So yeah,
But
one of the reasons why I like to watch films at home, guys, is mainly because of the runtime being long usually. So yeah, I don't want to watch them in a cinema if they're going to be really long.
Unless for me, it would be a re-release of The Godfather. That would I want to experience in cinema.
Sam.
I mean, Don, wouldn't you agree since it's your favorite film of all time?
Don?
what?
Don, I asked you if The Godfather would be re-released in theaters. Would you give it a watch?
Probably. Or
I mean, we
Gotcha.
should probably do it on the anniversary of it. I think it would be a good idea.
yeah.
They should.
Also looking forward to seeing these guys in the movie.
Yeah, it's got a great cast of actors. Lots of great actors there.
Just as long as they don't make a fourth film.
I hopefully they won't do. I mean, it's been a long time since the third film, but unfortunately they have made like lots of late sequels, haven't they, that were needed.
Yeah, and now we're getting a Beetlejuice 2 next year.
Yeah, I'm worried about that. Worried about
I'm
it.
not excited for it.
I'm still not sure about it though.
Hey, Luke.
Yeah, Daniel.
Luke,
What?
do you know how you say you were going to watch Tulsa King?
Yeah, I'm
on
going
the same
to.
streaming.
Yeah.
So on the same streaming service, Paramount Plus, is the TV show The Offer with Miles Teller in the lead role. They actually originally had Armie Hammer, but after he got fired, he was replaced by Miles Teller. It's a TV show called it's a TV show called The Offer.
Yeah.
It's basically documenting the creation of The Godfather with
Yeah,
Miles
I've heard
Teller
about
in the
it.
lead
Yeah,
role.
I've heard about it. Yeah, I'll probably give it a watch as well. Yeah, I'm sure I'll probably enjoy it as well. I mean, did you watch it, Daniel?
Yeah, well, I don't remember anything about it. I thought it was really good, and I'm so glad that they went with the Miles Teller choice.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, when it comes, of course, to shows that I'll be watching, after I've of course watched, Tulsa King and of course Turbo Fast, the Netflix series, I'll then also be watching as well. I'll probably binge watch Batman Beyond actually. Give our binge watch. And most of it's going to be a rewatch because I actually saw a few episodes of it when I was a kid. So yeah, I'll be sure to watch, the whole thing. Remastered to Blu-ray quality. And I gotta say, guys, but in my opinion, the main theme of that show is very addictive. In my opinion, very catchy. I mean, have you guys heard the theme song of Batman Beyond, the TV show?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Years ago.
Wait, what's saying, Ozzy? Sorry.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it's a pretty good theme, isn't it? So yeah, and only as well, guys. Next Thursday I'm going to be posting a surprise review, just so you know, a surprise review.
This should be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Ozzy and Shadow, you know about it, of course, because you're members, and I'll be telling you guys, of course, on the member chat, of course, what's coming. So yeah. But yeah, it's something that you guys probably won't expect me to do because I don't really do these types of reviews very often. It's mostly movies I review, so yeah, you'll see what I mean.
Okay, I think I now know.
Do you, Shadow? What do you reckon it'll be?
I think you'll post your review of Spider-Man.
You'll see. You'll see.
Yeah, it's as in the PS4 game.
You'll see.
Yeah, I already have a good hint, but I'm going to keep it to myself until the video gets uploaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man PS4 is my guess.
Okay, cool. Because I'll be making more reviews than I usually do nowadays, guys, because when Jay calls me on my next stream, guys, I'll have an important announcement to make about the future of my channel. So yeah, because I think Jay deserves to know what's happening, of course, as well. So yeah. I mean, you guys in my server, you'll be aware what's happened, but I want Jay to know as well. So yeah.
Speaking of Jay, I am looking forward to his new movie that I just heard about.
Yeah, he's going to make a horror film, yeah, which is very exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, as someone who has seen both Terrifier movies, I hope Art the Clown makes an appearance.
Well, I'll be watching both of those movies this coming Halloween. Yeah,
I'll enjoy them.
Yeah, I'll be watching those too, and I'll also be watching the Conjuring films too.
Oh, you love many of those films.
Yeah,
okay.
you will.
Okay.
And look, and just so you know, Conjuring 2 is my favorite horror sequel ever.
I've already said it before, Shadow. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, my favorite, of course, of all time always will be Evil Dead 2, though.
Is it a coincidence, or since you just mentioned that you're now going to be watching the Conjuring movies later on this year?
Yeah, I am.
Is it because The Nun 2 is releasing later this year as well, or is that unrelated?
Well, it's just because I'm going to watch this Halloween, Daniel. Yeah, I didn't know about this Nun 2 sequel being made.
And honestly, honestly, Daniel, I couldn't care less.
Yeah, I couldn't care less either.
The first movie was crap.
Yeah, it was crap.
I mean, Shadow, didn't you say that you wish Conjuring 2 was where it ended?
Yeah, and Don shares the opinion as well.
It's honestly weird how overperformed The Conjuring was 10 years ago. Like, I obviously didn't see it in the cinema because 10 years ago I was way too young for that type of movie.
Yeah, of course.
But it's honestly surprising how much money that made opening weekend, and then how much the sequel was super popular as well. And then obviously everyone knows that Annabelle Creation from the guy who did the Shazam movies, that's also really good. But everything else, it's just so weird how come they keep on making these movies. And don't even get me started on the third Conjuring movie. That was just disappointment.
Very disappointing. And also, don't get me started on Annabelle Comes Home. That was a travesty.
Well, thankfully, I won't be watching them until later this year anyway. So yeah, but I'll probably watch them for a ranking video, of course.
You won't be watching The Nun 2, will you?
I'll probably wait to come on the streaming, Daniel.
Well, the next horror series, one horror series I do plan to kind of rant or review on is Paranormal Activity.
Oh yeah, that series. Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, Don, I can't wait for you to destroy the first one, because that one is one of the most overrated horror films ever.
The only one I tolerated was the third one.
I honestly never bothered watching the rest because I hated the first.
Like, honestly,
the male lead is probably one of the dumbest leads in any horror movie ever.
Is he now? Wow.
And also, I want to say that Paranormal Activity I regard as one of the worst movies I've seen in my entire life as well.
Wow. So Shadow is that 0 out of 10 from you then?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Nothing safe.
It must have been trash then. Wow. Hey Connor, welcome back from Florida. Hope you had a good one.
Yeah,
Speaking of,
because the main lead is unlikable. You don't care about the characters at all, and
That's kind of like that's kind of like my opinion on Shark Tale. Like wow.
and honestly, I prefer the and honestly, I prefer the Simpsons parody a lot more.
There's 7 of these Paranormal Activity movies.
7? Goodness me. What, boys?
Yeah, I don't even know how in the world the first one got so much money.
What did Alexander say, boys?
He said, "Is it now?" I said, "In 4 minutes."
Okay, cool.
But
And
it's minutes now.
yeah, and right now, guys, Vi's 3 hours of streams. That was really fun, wasn't it? So yeah, talking to you guys once again. So yeah, so guys, that was me doing my Let's Chat Live episode 125 of my stream. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you all next week. Yeah, so you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to leave us in the comments what you guys thought of tonight's stream if you tuned in to see it, and please go subscribe to the special guests who came on. Go show them support my channels. Also, be sure to join Team Plan by pressing subscribe in the future. If you'd like to be a member, you can press on YouTube Peace or subscription, and I'll see you all later. And everyone else, see you all later as well. See you guys. Take care. And force be with you always.